Hey there, folks. Thanks for coming a little bit early. I really appreciate it. Give me just a few minutes to finish setting up, and we'll get to hanging out and doing stuff. Okay, bye. See you in a minute. Bye. All right, I think I'm about ready to start. Let's go ahead and get switched over. How y'all doing? Good to see you. Thank you so much for coming again. I know these have been very impromptu, but having my fun doing them when I do them. Want to say hello. Oh, what's up? Good to see you, Nathan. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, Megan Dong. And Ty Guy, welcome back, dude. Thanks for coming from last stream. Don't forget to smash the like button, y'all. Hope you made me say the thing. Oh no. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. Okay, had to get that taken care of. I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming for today. It might be an hour, maybe a little longer, maybe even longer than that. Not sure. This was very much, I have nobody else around, and I something really cool just finished. And I also wanted to share some struggle, so you guys could see that not everything was always, rainbow and sunshine over here in the world of 3D printing. Because it's like everything, there's always something, and that's the fun of 3D printing, is that if you get a print to come out and it works, you save that profile, you use that profile all the time. Ooh, you don't want to change it. But yeah, let's y'all want to see what the new thing is? Yeah, we already know that this is the Neptune 3 Plus. This is Neptune 3 Plus. I've had it been working the last week on a certain project, and it should have only taken about 2-3 days, and it ended up turning into a lot longer than that. I initially started this project on another printer, and let me show you why I decided to go with this printer. Because this came out to be one of the cleanest prints. Check this out. That's a 2023 Shin Kamen Rider helmet, the upcoming Hideaki Anno Shin Kamen Rider movie. I'm really excited about that movie. Y'all have no idea. So yeah, we printed the helmet. The helmet was made by RAP over on Etsy and CG Trader. I think it's RAP Productions. Let me go check real fast. I want to make sure I got this absolutely right. Oh, excuse me. His stuff is really darn good. I want to make sure he gets enough attention, because he's made like so many of the helmet files that I've worked on recently. A lot of those are his. His and these actors, both of them very, very good. Also, 3D Command Center, they're crushing it right now. If you go check out Stickosaurus, he just did the new Super Sentai helmet, which is like, good for him. I'm glad he's able to get some attention finally. Like some big attention. He deserved it. Anyways, moving right along. Where is it? RP Productions or Studios? Regardless, they make really amazing 3D models. This is one of his, and I like Rap a lot. Yeah, RAP Productions. Pretty sure that's right. Making sure that's wrong. Let me hop over on Etsy too, that might help. This is really engaging content, Dusty. You work great work. Sorry, all. Yeah, It's Wrap Product 3D. Wrap Product 3D. So it's RAPRODUCT 3D. RAPRODUCT 3D on Etsy. Wrap Product. Yeah, they made a bunch of really awesome helmet files, and not just tokusatsu stuff too. They made a couple other things. But if you're looking for some great 3D printed stuff, go check them out. Highly recommend you check them out. They're really, really, really cool. Super nice guy too. Gave me some great advice. I would also say that you should go check out my store, TheNextDecade.co. Oh my god. Y'all, this is like it's tough doing this, but it's like I'm playing in a new pool, jumped in a new area, trying to find like what works, what doesn't work here, and like what's been working so far has been like the 3D printing service for the most part. I have a couple clients, it's been super, super cool. If any of y'all are watching, thank you so much. We've also been talking to a couple schools and a few other things about getting printers, and like that's fun. I've been having a good time selling printers because, man, these things practically sell themselves. I'm not even kidding. Like they're really darn good. But I've been also trying to make it to where there are some deals on some not brand new printers, but printers that are still relatively new. And one of those printers that's relatively new that I want to talk about today is the Saturn 8K. If you guys don't know, the Saturn is one of the larger resin printers that's featured from Elegoo, and I really like it a lot. It was my first resin printer. It's sitting over there in the corner. But the 8K version, mine's a 4K, so mine's like a standard. The 8K version, like, mine already produces some really crazy high detail prints. That thing kind of blows it out of the water with double the resolution. It's absolutely insane. It's a huge resin printer too. I know some people, they want like 300 or plus in each dimension, and let me tell you, I've worked on printers at large before, and they are a lot of fun and they are really, really good, but man, that gets expensive and the cleanup is a nightmare. When it comes to these smaller desktop printers, they're super solid, and some of them you don't even need harsh chemicals like isopropyl alcohol to clean them off. You can do something as simple as some detergent that's been diluted with water. I've seen that work extremely well. You still have to wear gloves, of course. Resin's a nasty, nasty chemical. And the good news is about the Elegoo stuff, though, is that they have purifiers, some of them, and these two have purifiers in them, so it would clean out any of the nasty smells. You could leave it on your desk in your room, and it won't stink up anything. It's actually really nice. So if you're interested in resin 3D printing, highly recommend checking out the one on TheNextDecade.co because it usually goes for about $500. We're selling ours for $485, and it comes with a little bonus from us. That's 2 kilograms of gray resin on us. That's a gift. So if you grab one of those older resin printers, you get some free resin on us. Usually these don't come with your printer. You have to buy them separate. And I don't like that. I come from the Game Boy on Christmas methodology of you don't buy the Game Boy without bringing in the game and the batteries. Those aren't the batteries, but it's a game, don't you think? So yeah, if you're ever interested in doing 3D printing stuff with resin, consider checking out TheNextDecade.co. We have a special deal on them going until, I think, Lunar New Year. We might extend it into February, but these things will probably be gone before February. If you're interested in resin 3D printing or know somebody you love that's interested in resin 3D printing, show them the Saturn 8K. Comes with a bonus from us, because we love it. Alright, that's enough of me being a sellout. And I'm bet you some of y'all are be like, oh man, Elegoo paid him so much money. Elegoo did not pay me very much money. They didn't, well, very much money, what am I saying? They didn't pay me at all. The only thing they've done for me that was like out of their pocket was ship me one printer a little bit faster. That was it. All of this has been stuff that I picked up and I decided I want to try to sell this time, see if it worked out. And number one thing I want to be very clear about every time I try to sell y'all something, if it's something in my shop, it's something that I've used or something that I'm comfortable with selling all y'all, because I will never try to give you guys a product you don't like. And if there's ever a point where there's a product I'm into and everybody ends up hating it, then we're gonna have some seriously thinking about what other products we put in here. But for the most part, when it comes to 3D printing stuff, if I put it on my website, I promise it's great for a beginner. It works well for a beginner. I would say that the resin printers are more of an intermediate step for 3D printing, but if you've worked with some machines that have some chemical cleanup before, you should be okay. It's pretty easy to work with. But yeah, you can always trust that whatever I'm throwing y'all, it's never gonna be crap. Because trust me, I bought some printers from a certain reality that suck. Yeah, there's a company that runs with reality. I'll let you figure it out. Anyways, let's see what the chat's up to, because I haven't seen it all in a bit. Hey yo, you gotta see Shin Ultraman on Wednesday. Yeah. Schwatch. Yeah, I'm very excited. Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. I was really hoping I could get the suit up Ultraman thing done well ahead of time. I don't think it's going to happen. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to get it done before any of the physical versions make their way to the United States. Because I'm pretty sure we're going to be getting a physical release of that here pretty soon. So, yeah, anybody else in the chat excited about Shin Ultraman? I'm very excited. I like Hideaki Anno a lot. Enough to make his Kamen Rider helmet. So let's talk about these helmets since I've been making y'all wait this long. So let me show you the first one I tried to print. Well, this isn't the first one. I have more at home. The thing that's going on with me in helmets is that I'm not trying to get like the perfect profile, but I'm trying to get a profile for printing where no matter what happens, you're either going to be getting a really high quality print or you're going to be getting a speedy but also decent quality print. I want there to be two options with my shops where it's like if you want something really fast and you're willing to let go of some quality, then I'm able to get it out to you fast. I want to be able to do that. But there's also the option where I want to be able to print these things a little bit longer, make sure they come out really, really nice. So with the Elegoo and then also with a couple of my other machines, I've been working really hard these last couple of years to make a really damn good profile. I have a bunch of helmets at my house that aren't perfect, but I'm sure if somebody else saw them and they were like, what are you talking about? I would totally buy this. I've had a couple of people tell me that when I've shown them stuff. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the things from home in storage, put them all up on a stream one day, let you all see it, maybe do a video about some of them, and then every single one of them I have there, I'm going to put up on my shop. And I think tonight I might do that with one or two of the helmets I have right now, just because they need some work, but I don't think I'm going to get around to them because I've already moved on from that profile and I've gotten better stuff. You know what I mean? So the new better profile, that's it right there. Let me show you the older stuff. So I was trying to get my CR6, or my CR6, my CR10 to print up this helmet, and it's been having some troubles. It's been having a really tough time. I showed this on stream before, but this is what it is. Look at that. It's layer shifted so poorly. Yikes. So this is one where I don't know what I would do with this. If anybody wants it, holler at me. We could talk about like shipping. Maybe that's the most I'd make you pay for it. That one's kind of junk. But then I had another one that came out really, really darn good. Really good. Y'all ready for this one? It came out great. If you were watching the shorts recently, this is one you guys saw. Here's the problem. We had a power outage. The kind of power outage where it's kind of hard to recover your print from. So we... no teeth. And this is the profile that takes a couple days. This is the one where we're doing like our super high definition stuff. And it's kind of been a bummer that didn't work. We also had some interesting overhang issues. Do you see this up close? Hopefully y'all can see that. We have some weird overhang issues. We got to clean that up. I think that the print over here will probably have some of the same problems, but it's nothing that can't be fixed up easy with, like, you know, a sander and some other fillers, that kind of stuff. You know, clean that area up. Shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, I'm going to pop this off real quick, and we're going to take a look at the quality of it and see what we think. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, cool. Sounds good. How are y'all doing on today, Monday? I don't know what days are anymore. Ooh. It'll come off. Support stuff. We're going to do that on later. Support's coming off super, super easy. I love that. I love that the supports come off so easy. Oh, 1 second. I want to show you the last one. I think I talked about it last time I streamed. I talked about it last time we streamed, but I've been taking my scrap, blending it up, and dropping it into some silicone molds. Maybe we will do that again later. If you want to see more videos about that, Uncle Jesse's done some videos on it recently that are pretty darn good. And instead of me waiting on somebody that wants to help me recycle stuff, I figured why not just start recycling. So, wait, and if you see this, thank you. Very cool. Great idea. Alright, pull out these ones. This is looking really nice. Oh my god. Oh, baby. Oh, this is great. Oh, and there goes everyone running away to go watch Philip. Don't do it. This is a video on demand. I'm on live. We pull out some of the supports, but not all of them, because some of these supports are actually really good for the spacing. That's one thing that's great about the Failed helmets, is that even if they mess up, if they complete, you should be able to get a decent idea of like the scale. So if you need to scale it up or lower the scale to make it larger. Oh, the Active Black Sun is in Commodore, or is in Shin Ultimate. You're right. I forgot about that. Hey, Nathan, if you're looking for tickets, go check the Fathom Events website. You might be able to get tickets. There's got to be somewhere near you that's showing. It's only on Wednesday. It's on the 11th. So if you want to go see it, go check now while you got a chance. Worst case scenario, hey man, it's gonna hit streaming and other things here soon too. Okay. Trying to make sure all the jagged, really jagged pieces are. Shove my big fat noggin in here. I watched the Don Brothers movie yesterday. It was so good. I just watched the most recent episode of Don Brothers, the one that came out yesterday. That show is something else. I haven't had a chance to watch the movie. I'll do it first. Ty says, I'm here listening and watching and messing around with my CR10 Smart, setting up a Red Hood banner. That's one that I think a lot of people do. Red Hood's always been a fun character. That's one where if you have a chance, let me see if I have some playing around. I know it's movie. It's just video movie, yes. There. So if you don't really want to paint it and you just want to have a cool for it, this is just really simple. So, really different from Toku PLAs, you gotta make it a little bit higher. So, like, somewhere in like the 208 to 212, somewhere in there, sweet spot there. All right, let's see if it fits. It does. Just gotta slide my glass. Okay. Then adjust my ears. Very cool. Yeah. Yeah. All right. One second. So this one is from. I'm magnet. Oh, like, no. Alright, actually, I was thinking about doing that today. I fixed up my 1971, or excuse me, my 72. My Sakura Jima Ichigo, the green one, I had to fix that one up through too. I think I'll do that on stream, so maybe sometime this week. So keep an eye out. Probably not Wednesday. I'll probably be watching Shin Ultimate. Actually, maybe after Wednesday, because then after Wednesday, or after Ultimate on Wednesday, or it depends when I come back. We'll work the time here. I don't know. We'll talk about it later. I just realized y'all probably couldn't hear any of that when I was over there. So if the audio got really crappy out of nowhere, I'm really sorry. My bad. I forgot that this was here. This is nice. This actually fits really good. There's still supports on the inside. I'm using those as padding because, like, I feel like if I don't, this thing's gonna be just like too wobbly on my head, and it already has like a little bit of wobble, so I'm still gonna have to like pad this from where it's at. For the most part, though, this is bad. This fits really nice. Is it hard to make a helmet like the one from the first movie where it's like 2 separate pieces, helmet and mouth guard? I mean, not necessarily. If you have the time, like if you only have one printer and it's big enough to fit the top half, then print the top half first and then print the second half last. Shouldn't be that difficult. Actually, there is files for that helmet. I have files for that helmet. Yeah, so I actually printed a test version of that helmet and I gave it to my friend Josh. He's down in Florida and he also has the. You guys remember the Shin? Not the Shinichiro. Well, it is Shinichiro, but remember the more mint-colored helmet that we made on Suit Up? He's the guy that got that helmet. That was actually for him. And where was I going with this? Oh god, my train of thought. He got my test version of the Shin Ultraman, or not the Shin Ultraman. God damn it! I'm out of the game, guys. It said too many words. Let me take a moment. He got the Kamen Rider in the first helmet, and I printed that on an older profile, and it has a hard seam lined up the front of it. He was able to turn it into something really, really pretty. So what I'll try to do is I'll try to print that over here sometime soon. I have to do a couple other things with this printer though, because I'm trying to get a review out for this. I meant to do it earlier this week, and it's been a rough start to the year, to say the least, but we're trying to get out of it. Hopefully things will get better soon. But yeah, anyways, the review for this, I'm excited to talk about it because it's not all. What's Joel saying? Unicorn farts and rainbow turds? I don't know, something like that. Anyways, it's got its hang-ups, but it's the kind of common hang-ups you get with larger printers like this. So I've been working with printers that are even bigger than this, so I'm actually excited to talk about those problems because they're things that I know how to catch and how to stop really quickly. Would you believe if I said that this is maybe print number 3 or 4 on this printer? Successful number 3, but it's number 4 or 5 on this, honestly. Because there's a couple of unsuccessful ones. That was the one I showed you earlier with the teeth cut off. And then I actually printed teeth for that. Let me show you this. This is a fun thing that you can learn from real quick. Whenever I print, I usually print with a skirt. And skirts are like this flat layer that goes across. It's kind of like a brim. It's a much thinner one, and it saves a little bit of plastic than you would if you were doing a brim one. I just like it better. I did not print with that, and because I didn't print with that, the layers shifted a little bit. The heat caused the filament to curl. So on this side, on the front of the teeth, it's fine. But if you look on the other side, see where it's like really hard dented and like wrong? It's a nightmare. So yeah, that doesn't quite fit on that, and nothing you could do about that. I mean, there is something you could do about that. It's just at that point, there was nothing I could do about it. So what you can do about it is you can print with a brim. Brims are okay. You just got to do a little bit more, and you got to be careful about elephant footing. You could print with a raft. I don't recommend that unless it's something where you have no other option. But skirts, print the skirt with 3, 4, 5 lines somewhere in there, and then set the distance to 0 millimeters. It'll put it right up against the side of the part, and it peels right up and off the side. Super, super easy. It's really nice. Lady Katie says, ready for the Shin Ultraman. Me too. I'm so excited to see that movie. Y'all have no idea. If it's anything like what I think it's about to be really slow. But in a good way. And man, if you showed this to general audiences, they would not get this, but oh man, I like this so much. Oh Lord, I'm screaming louder than I would if I was at a Marvel movie because I'm not 12. I'm 30 and I'm watching Ultraman. Okay. So as far as printing in multiple parts, let's go back to talking about printing in multiple parts. Sometimes, depending on the size of your printer, you'll have to print in multiple parts. And I actually attempted to print this one in resin. So give me a second, I'll grab the resin parts. You can see what the limitations are on some of the resin machines we have at the moment. So I made an attempt, and I'm still trying to figure out all the ins and outs of resin printing. That's why I haven't really gotten too deep in it. But I will be here pretty soon. You'd laugh because I actually worked for it. resin printing for a long while. I'll set this back here. These pieces right here are made with the L-Glue Clear Red. I had a little bit left, so I figured, what the hell, I'll try to print half a helmet. It didn't quite come out the way I wanted it to. It's going to take a little bit more planning and maybe 5 other hands, but you know what, give me 2 seconds, I want to fix my hair. I feel it moving all over the place, I hate it. Sorry. You know, I pull my hair more. However, I don't want to pull my hair more. There we go. Feels nice. All right, sorry about that, y'all. So you're gonna have to like cut these in a certain way, and you're gonna have to like puzzle piece them together. So I'm gonna drop the microphone, and I'm gonna walk over closer so y'all can see what I'm talking about. So this is perfectly lined up, that's right. But you're going to stand a little bit. Right there. Yeah. And there are some printers you can work on thin resin that will give you giant, like solid, giant resin pieces. I'm thinking things like the Peopoli Phenom, like some stuff like that will probably definitely do it. But this style of resin printing that we do at home, MSLA, it's better suited for really, really tiny, high detail figurines and also specialty parts, like things that these guys might not necessarily be able to do as easily. And also, they're kind of fast. That's another thing that's great about them. The thing that works great for resin printing that I've been using them a lot for right now is with rider eyes. I actually printed the eyes for this same thing completely separately. I don't remember if I have them here. I might. Let me go dig around real quick and see if I have them, because if I have them, then that would actually be really cool to put in here real fast. 2 seconds, y'all. Yeah, we lucked out. Oh, we lucked out. Check this out, y'all. Are they not in here? Oh no, I thought I put them in here. Oh, here they are. Ooh, spider. What? Yes, I put them in here. Great. I had a feeling. Awesome. Alright, so hopefully these are at the same size as the helmet right here. I'm pretty sure I printed these at the right size, but I'm going to bring these close because if I haven't shown you these yet, you're going to be excited about this. They still have a few layer lines, so I'm going to have to do some work to them. But all you have to do is sand this down to where it's all super smooth. Do nothing else, so just sand it down, make it super smooth. Rinse it off with some water, let it dry, cover it with some clear coat, sand that down again, rinse it off, clear coat again. You'll get crystal clear looking eyepieces. And this part's cool and all, but check it out, check it out. Oh my god, see? All that ridges, all those details. Isn't that nuts? Looks great, doesn't it? So yeah, we can even print this in more of like a pinkish color using some translucent and some using some translucent resin and some alcohol dyes. And then these, I think we might end up vacuum forming. Just make a solid version of this that can be vacuum formed because it would save money. And then if it dropped, this part would be protected by a plastic bottle kind of like material on the front of it. I think that'd be better. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I'm trying to do kits of this because by me making it, I can make a few dollar dues, but also by me making it, I can also support the guy that made the model. So that's one thing I want to be very firm on, is that anything I make, I want you to know that you're also supporting the person that made the file. So if you end up going to go buy the file and you bring it to me, then like it'll make your overall price a little bit cheaper, because then I won't have to give them that same thing. I always try to give them the same amount that they expect people to buy it for. So like this thing was about $50-ish. So like if you bought this and you told me about this, it would be a $50 cheaper product. But if you wanted this one specifically through me, then it might be $50 more, because I'm trying to make sure the person that designed it gets a fair. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's going to be $50. That was just an example. But yeah, let's take these eyepieces and pop them in real quick and see how it looks. Okay, this is really cool. Hold on. I'm gonna pick up a couple little tiny pieces of stuff. There's just a few little supports that stuff that I gotta pull up. Ooh, baby. Oh, and I wanted to let you all know about the kit. That's when it's ready, and whatever's available is whatever's available. So keep an eye on YouTube, keep an eye on the shorts or the community tab, keep an eye on the website. When I have a set available, I would let you all know. It'll be ready to ship the moment they're purchased. That's how we're going to handle it. So give me a few more weeks to knock out the harder details, but for the most part, this should be a really easy one to put together. I'm going to follow some of Stickosaurus's methods, because he has some pretty cool advice in terms of how he finishes things. But also, there's another gent on YouTube who goes by Darkwing Dad. He started doing stuff a little while ago, and some of his advice has been super helpful. So if you're interested in finishing 3D prints, I highly recommend you check out Stickosaurus and Darkwing Dad. So yeah, we're going to get these pieces in. I'm just... Oh, this is so cool. That was harder than I thought. 1 second. I feel like this is sitting upside down, or on the wrong side of this. Yeah, that's okay. I'll do without it for now. I'm gonna grab some tape real quick. Something so I can hold it down at the back. Just so that we actually know what this is. Another fun fact, if you're printing a helmet or you're working with a helmet, always set down the most contact so it's not going to fall. I learned that the hard way in one of my first ones. Alright, let's get this put away. Grab and try to open it up. I'm just trying to get it to where they don't just fall out on me immediately, you know? Okay. Okay. Hey, thanks, Models Mayhem. I appreciate it very much. This is fun. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's so much fun. Oh, this is fun. Oh, this is neat. Oh, this is so much fun. Oh, this is neat. I got about to do it. Get very interesting as well. Thanks for reading about it. On my website, TheNextDecade.co. Hold on. Sorry, I'm freaking out. This is so cool. This is neat. I really like this helmet. Oh, I'm so happy with it. Ooh boy. Ooh boy. Ooh. I'm sorry, y'all. This is I'm freaking out. I'm geeking out. This is so cool. Model says, hey, oh, I'm also starting to build my Kamen Rider Ichigo helmet. Hey, that's awesome. Are you making like a 3D printed one, or are you doing the one from the Suit Up show that I did earlier this year, or last year? Either way, it's really cool you're doing a Kamen Rider Ichigo. If you look really closely on episode 2 and 4 of Suit Up, look around my desk. I left some clues that can help you find your own pattern or secret pattern for the chest piece for Kamen Rider Ichigo. I'm still working on a finished version, but if you can't wait, go check out episode 2 and 4 of Suit Up. You might be able to find some stuff on the secret stash on our website. So yeah, follow the instructions on episodes 2 and 4 of Suit Up, and you can get a free pattern for that chest piece. Good luck with your Ichigo, by the way. Really excited to see what happens. Tag me. Let me know when you get it finished. I'd love to see it. Oh, you're watching Suit Up. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. I have a lot of fun with Suit Up, and we're going to be doing Ultraman very, very soon. I wanted to do it before Shin Ultraman hit, but it just didn't work out. That's okay, though. It's going to be fun. Sorry. It's going to be fun because I'm actually involving another actor. He's a very talented individual. We've been having a little bit of communication issues, just, different languages, but for the most part, he's going to be a fun part for Suit Up, and I'm excited for y'all to see him. You might not know him, though. He's slightly of an unknown actor, but he's kind of a big deal in the places he is known. So, one of those kind of things. And if you want to know his name really badly, his name's Takumi. He's my cat. But yeah, we got something fun with Takumi coming very soon. Hey, what's up, DJ Kidna? Hope you're doing good. Alright, so I'm going to pop the helmet off, and we're going to set it back over here on the printer. And let's do a little bit of housekeeping. As I'm doing the housekeeping stuff, I want you all to do me a favor. I want you all to go run to printables.com. Printables.com is my preferred website to go get free 3D printable models. So if you're interested in getting something 3D printed, go head over to printables.com. If there's something over there that you'd like to see printed today, do me a favor and drop the full name of it in the chat. If you leave the name of it in the chat, I can search it up over here, and I can print it up over here, and you can watch it being printed over here on our Elegoo Neptune 3 Pro or our Elegoo Neptune 3 Plus. If you're interested in getting something printed and would like to pay for it and have it shipped over to you, I recommend you go check out our website under our Contact Us for an order, or contact me at Dustin@TheNextDecade TheNextDecade.co. So yeah, I'm gonna go take a very short break. I'm gonna go run use the potty. I'm gonna grab myself some water. No, we're gonna grab a Coke. We're gonna drink a Coca-Cola. We're gonna get some energy in us. We're gonna print some stuff, and we're gonna do some housekeeping. And what I mean by housekeeping is we're gonna talk about my filaments as I move them over to a new desk. Because, like I said in the initial tour video, we're gonna keep rearranging and moving stuff to where we have a really healthy setup. I feel like the first way we had it set up was a good start, but we just got a bunch of new shelving in here, and we're moving things around again. So yeah, give me like 5 minutes. Not even 5 minutes, like 2.5, maybe less. I will be back very soon. See you in a few. Oh, and before I go, if you have a friend that's interested in tokusatsu, especially Kamen Rider, or you have a friend that's interested in 3D printing, don't forget to let them know about TheNextDecade. Have them come along, tag them, be like, yo, dude, come watch us stream. This guy's wearing a Bugman helmet and looks kind of goofy, but I don't know, he looks like he's having fun. So yeah, see y'all again in a few minutes. And if you're here right now, thank you for watching. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Just want to say thanks again for being so patient. I'll be back again in just a minute. Just a few more things set back up. Just got back in the room. Gotta be ready to roll again here in just a minute. If there's anything you'd like printed, go check out printables.com and leave the name of the item you'd like to see printed in the chat. If I can find it on Printables, I'll print it on one of our printers. Alrighty, we are back. Give me just a second. Alright, cool. Hey, thank you again for waiting. I appreciate y'all waiting for me to use the restroom. Yeah, we got some housekeeping stuff we got to do here today. I have to move my filament from that side of the room to that side of the room because what I'm going to do is display smaller prints up on our shelves that we have up on the wall over here. And then our larger things like helmets and things that we need to stock, and then my shipping area, I want it to be the conference table. I also want to make it to where I can move the conference table very easily because I'm putting up a green screen later this week for that new suit up project I've been talking about. So, as we're doing it, we're going to take a look at each of these filaments real fast. We're going to put them up over there. We're going to organize it kind of nice. And then, yeah, maybe we'll have some fun. Maybe we'll melt something. I don't know. You guys like watching things melt? Let's do that. Oh, I wanted to show you guys two more things I printed on this printer just to get a couple of quick tests things. Eastman has some really amazing files, and he actually released a few of them up on printables. This isn't one of his printables files, but this is one of his files from his Patreon set. And this is the Michael Keaton Batman. This is the 1989 one, so this is from the original movie, I believe. I did a bigger version of the Batman Returns version. He did two of them, so it has two different chest parts on it. I did the Batman Returns version because personal hero of mine, Steve Wang, amazing artist, fantastic painter. I'm never going to be anywhere near as good as him. If I can even be like a 16th of as good of a fart of his, I'll be happy. But he makes some really great, amazing art, and he also worked on the Guyver series, like the live-action Guyvers, and he also worked on Kamen Rider Dragonite. Him and his brother were lead producers on that, or directors. But he also made a couple things for it too. It was really cool. Steve's a new dude. But that's not all I did. If you have a Batman, you gotta have some kind of a Superman, right? So I printed up a Christopher Reeve Superman. Now this right here is using Filament PM skin tone filament. I have been super impressed with it. I've talked about it before. I've been mostly using it for like sculptures and busts and things like that because it's something that catches people's eyes. But one thing I am so stoked about this filament is that there are so many new versions of it that are going to be made. But with the base 4 that we have so many people covered in terms of wanting their prosthetics made in a flesh tone instead of something crazy colored. That's one thing I mentioned plenty of times before. I'm going to say it again. Some people will turn away a free prosthetic just because it looks like a toy. So if we can get some more of this filament out there to more people, and they can show like, hey, we can do these colors for anybody, I think it's important. This is important. Not just for, folks that look like me, but folks that look like anybody else that isn't me. And that's what's great is, like I said, they have 4 tones out right now. This is the palest one they have at the moment, but it only goes darker from here. And they have more that they can work from, but from these base 4, it covers so many people. So if you guys haven't checked it out already, or if you're interested in printing some busts of real-life people or characters you like, I highly recommend Filament PM and their skin series. They did not pay me. I think this is really cool. We've been talking. I think they're fun folk. Okay, let's check out the chat before we move forward on a few more things. Just got back from MagFest last night. So amazing. So sad it's over, but I'm so glad I could catch you streaming again. Hey man, I appreciate that. Got to get back to work. Catch you later. Hey, we'll talk again soon because we had to talk about wedding stuff that's happening soon. And yeah, but yeah, I'll be in touch soon. Thanks for catching the stream. Appreciate it, Christian. And yes, on Instagram or YouTube, when I post about the helmet, I'll tag you. Please do. I don't check all my socials very, very frequently. I have somebody else to handle that for me right now. But whenever I do see it, I'll be sure to contact you directly and let you know what I think. If I have any good advice, I'll let you know. And if you end up doing something amazing, I'll probably sit there and just do like a million capital A's, being like, ah! Because that's usually what happens when people make things. I just send them A's because I'm screaming. Anyways, let's crack open this coat. Let's enjoy a nice couple sips of it, and then let's get to showing off some of the filaments we got here and moving them over to their new home on the shelf. I'm going to take this off this part and flip it on for now. If this ends up being a problem and it sounds worse, please let me know. I'll move it somewhere else, like onto the table or up here somewhere. Actually, you know what? Let's just do this. Let's do this. It works. Maybe after you're done streaming, I should be able to pop on tonight. That sounds like fun. I have some things in Halo I have to catch up on. I need to get one more perfect, and then I get a cool visor. Yeah. Oh, Katie has to get like 3 perfects to get one. And if you people like Halo Infinite, and you guys would be interested in playing sometime, let me know. Maybe we'll do game night or something like that. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I'd love to play Halo Infinite. Cool. Also forgot to mention, Halo Infinite's free. I'm not like a big dude that's like overly crazy, super hyped about Halo like all the time, but it's definitely up there as one of my favorite games. Not because of like the story, but just because of like gameplay and experiences of having friends. Infinite's kind of having a hard time capturing some of that, but I've been playing it on a like pretty consistent basis with my fiance, and we've been having a lot of really damn good games together. So it's a free game if your computer can handle it, and you are available to play late in the evening, Eastern Standard Time for me. Consider hitting me up with your gamer tag. If I see you online, I want to invite you. It works. Yata listener. Alright. I'm going to take one more sip of this, and we're going to go ahead and start moving some filaments over. Ooh. Ooh. Alright. Let's start with the simple stuff. This is the Elegoo filament. This is the basic PLA. It's an eco PLA. It is awesome. It means it's a filament that is plant-based, usually, or some sort of, biodegradable material. And sure, it's not going to biodegrade like immediately. And if you print a really thick part with it, it should be fine for a long time. But great news is that these aren't going to be something that clogs up a bunch of things in the future, or is just going to be floating in the ocean or something. It's a biodegradable filament. Anything like that's awesome to me. So yeah, cool deal right now is you can get black and white on the website for less than $20 per spool. Most spools of filament runs about $20 plus shipping. You can get both of these for less than $20 plus shipping. So consider checking out TheNextDecade.ca. If you guys think that's the smoothest sales thing I ever did, because I was trying to do something else, and I want you to know that wasn't smooth. That felt about like as rough as a 40 grit sandpaper. That's totally like it. I'm gonna put this on the shelf. Let's not put the skate on. Okay, we're good. All right. This still had stuff on it, so I didn't have to open it. I'll show you. But here is the lightest skin tone that we have. Is there more pink one? Like I said, it only gets darker from there. Yeah, let's pop these out so we don't have bad audio texture. Go. And we'll pop open this brand new one. All right. See what I mean, though? We have a crazy good set of colors right here. Like, I'm really impressed with how well these print too. They come out kind of like a matte kind of color, and like here you can see for yourself how darn clean some of this comes out. Here, the underside of my arms match this color, or it gets closer to this color. So see if you can see it on the camera. It's not a perfect match, but it's pretty darn close. And even then, like I said, they have so many more colors coming super soon. So yeah, definitely can't recommend the skin series enough. Check this out if you're interested in making, especially like busts or like figures and things like that. I printed my Spock with that too, and he came out really good. Actually, let me grab my Spock, because if you haven't seen him, I've only shown him on a couple videos. I actually This is a little bit more messed up, but I like the Evil Dead as well. I think the Evil Dead's super cool. I'm excited about the new one. Eager to see how that comes out. First off, here's my Spock. Yeah, he came out pretty good. I colored him in with mostly like a Sharpie. So I'm gonna put him back up before I forget. But the Necronomicon, if you guys don't know, in Evil Dead, the Necronomicon's a book that's like evil shit. And if you read stuff out of it, it makes the Evil Dead pop up. And the book is made out of skin. So I actually ended up printing a Necronomicon. And it came out really damn good with that filament. All I had to do was just a little bit of painting the pages on the insides. And I haven't done any of the black wash on it yet, but goddamn, this is one of the cooler prints I've seen. Now, not all of these are available on printables.com, but a lot of these are. So if you go looking, you might be able to find these and print them up on Printables yourself. Now, I feel like I'm in the mood to start printing up something today. So if you haven't already, go check out printables.com real fast. Send me the name of something that you want to see 3D printed. Don't send me the link, send me the name of it. And if I can find it on Printables too, I'll print it right here in a few minutes. So let's set this back up and let's get moving with other filaments real quick. Filament PM people, if you're watching this, send me more videos. Love you. Got too much stuff on my desk. Alright, let's go into my silver. I have a few silvers that I really like. The majority of the ones are, well, I'm trying to find an actual color. Let's see. Strange. Anyways, it's this color right here. It's this silver. It's Sunlu Silk Silver. This might be my favorite filament. I really enjoy how prints come out in this color. I really like this. This one right here is just a random one. I've been using it for a while though. And it's like this gunmetal silver. I don't know who produced this, but it came with the Christmas set, and my god, I love it. All the better. I'm glad you like that, Megadong. Also, don't forget, I still have a Kirby I'd like to send off to you, too. So don't forget to hit me up at dustin@thenextdecade.co so I can send that along to you. But you found a tiny model of Anakin Skywalker on Printables. Okay, I'll see if I can get the tiny Anakin going. 1 second. Let's get through the rest of the filaments, and then we'll start printing it after, okay? I have one more. So I've probably talked about them a bunch already, but I love protopasta. The only thing I wish is that they did like whole like kilogram spools, not just like 500s and 750s or less. Like, I love these colors. This one right here is Midnight. This is what I printed Spock's chest in. It looks like a dark blue, but as you get through it, it has some translucent blue and some sparkle bits in it, and then it gets to a really dark, deep kind of black, midnight kind of blue. Very cool color. I love this one a lot. I also have the Cloverleaf Metallic Green. This is one of my favorites as well. It came out super, super nice. I think I had a Buddha sitting over there a minute. Oh, there it is. This is the filament we did the very first print on the Neptune truck with. Love this color. It's one of the better metallic greens I've seen on it. Now, I like this one too. This is a super fancy one. We don't use this one too much, but it's a damn good one. This is Mermaid's Tail Metallic Teal, also from Toku. We're looking for a good cyan or light blue color to be like our personal favorite, like this is one that we use all the time. And I'm thinking that this one might end up being it. I hope this is one that gets continued. And if it isn't, then I need to find something similar to it. But this actually isn't even my spool. This is Katie's. She wanted this one, so this is all her. So, Filament PM, Protopasta, two really great companies when it comes to really great filaments. We got another company I want to talk about that has great filaments too. I have a lot of spools from this company. No, this is one of our newer ones. I have another spool. Okay. And there's another one. This is what I call housekeeping. So that like I can show off stuff and then also move it around, get it out of the way, all that kind of stuff. So this is Filamentum. Filamentum has some awesome colors. They also have some really simple basic colors. I bought a set from them called the Traffic set, or no, it wasn't a Traffic set. It was the Halloween set, but they were using certain of their traffic colors in order to put it all together. So what they did was they had this light gray, this black, this traffic red. It's more of like an orangish kind of red. If a certain person was in here, his head would explode right now if I said that. Orangish red specifically. And then there's this one, which is called Vertigo Galaxy. It's black with gold flakes on the inside. This came out gorgeous. We really like this one. I have a gazebo I printed with this. I'll show you what it looks like. This was one of my favorite prints that I've done too, because this is no supports whatsoever. Ain't that neat? I'm really happy with these. So what's neat about that is that they have more than just that one color with the Vertigo style. And what they mean by Vertigo is that it's a certain, it's like a flake, like a glitter almost. This one's Jade, shiny metallic Jade PLA. And this also has the Vertigo glitter in it as well. I haven't done too much with this one yet, but I really like this one. Now, we found this one at East Coast Rep Rap Fair, and it took them a little while before they had it available up on the store. But I purposely didn't use my sample because I wanted to wait for it to come out first so that I could use my sample, so that I could wait for this to show up because I knew I was going to use it a lot. This is Wizard's Voodoo, is what this one's called, and it's amazing. Like if you're interested in like maybe printing stuff from Kaminari or EDK, like EDK himself, this would be it. This would be the filament. This is gorgeous. I love the colors on this. It's probably one of the prettiest filaments I've seen. I haven't printed enough with it to give like a crazy final verdict or anything, but like if you're looking for a gorgeous filament, like you're fine with just watching spool into making something, this would be it. And the last one from Filamentum, my favorite one from Filamentum, Everyone's Magenta. It's a gorgeous shiny magenta that has just like the ever so slightest shiny hue of like a blue on it. I'm trying to find like one that I want to be like, that's mine, that's the one we use in our shop, this is our specialty color, like we always have this, like I kind of want it to be this. So hey, if you ever want to be super cool and support the channel in ways that aren't just throwing dollars at us for sharing, if you ever want to grab like a spool of everybody's magenta from Filamentum and you send it to me, let me know. I might print something for you for free. That's okay. So yeah, let's move the filamentum spools over. I have a lot of spools. Man, I wish I was friends with Pooch from Repcord, because then maybe Pooch would be really cool and send me one of his rep box things, and then I could promote the rep box on my website too. If somebody knows Pooch, send them that clip. I would have said hello to Pooch in person, but I was too much of a weenie at Earth. I ended up watching the Maker That Money thing they did, though. That was a lot of fun. You had Clayton on there, too. Cool. Yeah, that everyone's magenta. Definitely one of my more favorite colors. I have a Kirby over there printed with it. Once I move another set of filament over, I'll bring that up. Alright, I'm gonna share a story with y'all that I didn't want to share, but now I'm just gonna share it because I feel like it's been long enough. It's past that point, so now it's not gonna affect anybody's holiday plans or try to throw any stones. Because what I'm gonna say, when I say next, I want you all to know this is constructive criticism. This isn't me throwing this company under the bus, because personally, I actually really like this company. It's just this one product was slightly off, and it made me ask questions to the point where they sent me a replacement, and I still had problems with the replacement. So it's a warning, but what's the word I'm looking for? An optimistic warning, because I have a feeling they're going to fix it after what I've said. We've talked, and I hope that my information I gave was accurate enough for them to take a look at it and fix the problem. So let's bring this up. So, if you've ever seen some people's Bowden 3D printers, the ones with the tubes on them, you've probably seen either two colors, a white one or a blue one. The blue ones are usually known as Capricorn tubes. That's from a company called Cap Tubes. They are awesome. They are super, super kind. I like them a lot. I think they're great, great people. It's just there was a small snag with one of their filaments earlier this year, and it scared me because it worried me for people who have less knowledge about 3D printing. I'll talk about that later. Let's talk about the good filament first. So this right here is the tri-color change, temperature change to color, black, red, yellow. This is a thermochromatic filament. So it starts gray, then it turns orange and reddish orange, and then it goes yellow, with depending on how hot it gets. So I'm gonna take this piece of filament right here. We'll leave it in my arm, just gonna leave my arm up for a minute while we talk about this. This is one of the cooler filaments I've worked with. It prints super, super smooth. I have some Godzilla tags that I'm going to be handing out to people, so if you see me, you can get a free Godzilla tag that if you hold it, changes colors. It's super cool. But yeah, I have no problem with this filament. Capricorn, I think they knocked it out of the park with this. This was great. This right here is the Shining Rainbow PLA. This is the one that I want to love this because it is gorgeous. It goes red, yellow, green. Like, so if you're a Kamen Rider fan, top to bottom. And I love it. It's got like a nice little bit of glitter in it. Like, I love the glitter in it. I just feel like the glitter, it doesn't melt at the same temperature as the rest of the PLA. And I feel like it's a little bit too thick of a color, of a glitter to go through most 0.4 millimeter nozzles. The only way I was able to get this filament to print was by using 0.8 millimeter nozzle. It was ridiculous, the amount of stuff I had to go through to get it to print. It even destroyed one of my CR10s for a little while there. It took me a long time to remove the Heart of Doom around it. I was really confused there because I've worked with so many different materials, and like I cranked this up to the hottest I could get it to go print out, and it was still clogging up. It just would not push out the glitter. So if you grab this filament, I don't not recommend it. What I don't recommend using with it is a smaller nozzle. Minimum 0.6. I would use a 0.8 personally if you're going to print with this filament. It looks gorgeous. I just don't want you guys to gunk out your machines and make it to where you have a clogged nozzle. You can stop clogged nozzles, you can fix clogged nozzles, but nothing's more annoying than using a print like with a brand new fancy filament. You got a brand new nozzle, you put the new nozzle on, you put this on there, you get a Heart of Doom around it, and you think, oh, it's a fluke. You tighten up everything, you put it in, you get another Heart of Doom again. Nothing's more annoying than having to replace new nozzles. And you replace a new nozzle and then you put this in and it's still a disaster. So, I like Capricorn. I still recommend their filaments. I don't necessarily recommend this one entirely, but I'm going to show you guys the rainbow color that this came out with real quick after I show you how this thermochromatic did. Alright, so I'm not too warm right now. I guess it's cold in the office. Oh, so y'all can see it on camera. Yeah, this color is yellowish. They go even more right now. This is transparent color too. This neat. So that radio filament, this Christmas pack, you still have this one here, so what? But yeah, like, and this is still just. So I had to print this on page. So there's that. Briefly on the last stream, I think. It's my Polymaker pink and then my Giant Arm Silk PLA pink. I like these colors too. I'm trying to keep all the pinks together, so I'm going to do it as well. All I'm going to screw everything over. I'm going to like organize the costume. Let's knock out a bunch of the same color at once. You want green? Because there's heaps of fucking green. Alright, so this one is from a company named Yoyi, or Yoyi? American tries to pronounce company names from other place. You know, butchers it every time. Don't know the name of this company. I don't know how else to pronounce it. You guys can figure it out now. I like this color though. It kind of reminds me of the 90s Hulk. If you guys don't know 90s Hulk, it's an animated Hulk. I think it's in the Iron Man cartoon. And he's like, I think it might have been a cartoon for it too. I don't remember. All I remember is he was green and he had really stupid hair. And I saw this color and it reminded me of him. So I was like, wow. This right here is Inland's transparent green. This is one of the cooler green colors because you can see straight through this one. The mic's right here. Can you guys hear me okay? Hopefully. Looks like you guys can. Yeah, my bad. You're right. I should really just clip this onto myself at this point. My bad. Can you guys hear me? You're good? Yay, nay. Basically inaudible to the mic. Oh, thank you so much. Like my printer a good bit every few prints, just tend to the print. Oh, yeah, I know that feeling. Oh my goodness. Definitely respect the 3D print prop makers, etc. After going through the highs and lows of putting out. Yeah, it's nightmare. Absolute nightmare. Basically inaudible when I get to the mic. My bad when I get up to the camera. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to like figure out how I can sort this out better. Cause like, I don't want to have this thing dangling on me all the time. I don't know why. I just don't like the idea of having a lapel mic like that. Like I have a thing where I can make a smaller one, then I have a cable dangling on me. Maybe I'll get like a shotgun mic and put like right here that aims down. Just we'll figure it out. But sorry about the issue like that. Anyways, yeah, these are all my greens. I got silk green. I got this green. I got a got a green that's like this. And then I got another Overture. Overture's cool because they're another company that does eco PLAs and they tend to be a little bit cheaper. So if you're looking for more cheap filaments to work with, not a bad one. Also, just so you guys know, most everything you've seen today has been PLA. I'm moving into PET-G and ABS here pretty soon. I just wanted to make sure that I have plenty of machines that can handle PLA no problem. The minute I have my ABS settings up and my PET-G settings up, we're going to start offering that as print service too. I also want to shout out Amalgam. Amalgami Labs. I'm sorry, I need to get new glasses. I'm about 3 years out on glasses, so if I'm having a hard time and I'm reading like an old man, like, huh? That's why. But yeah, appreciate you coming into the stream. Thank you so much. And yeah, it's a struggle working on 3D prints, especially prop making stuff. And like, this is weird for me because the way I used to do it was Pepakura, which is essentially paper craft, and then using fiberglass resin. And yeah, then I moved over to foam, and now I'm doing this. And it's fun because I feel like 3D printing is going to be that one thing where it kind of meets in the middle of all those different talents. And I'm excited to share some of the stuff that I have for other people interested in 3D printing their props. But again, thank you so much for coming. Appreciate it. All right, get these set up. Out of the way. Oh, that green transparent from Inland. If you guys were wondering what that looked like, this is a Gamma 3. It's a bit translucent too. Hopefully you guys should be able to see the light shining through them enough. No. Well, here, let me just shine a light to the camera. That'll be good for it. Ugh. What else we got? Oh, that's more Elegoo. That's a failed print. What's that still doing up here? So I'm almost done with this stuff. This is from Amolin. It's a shiny orange to red PLA. I printed a lot of stuff with this initially. This is some really cool stuff. It's cheap on Amazon right now. And the reason why it's cheap on Amazon right now is I'm pretty sure that every single spool has at least 1 or 2 tangles in it. So if you pick it up, get a good eye on it. Try not to do anything more than 250 grams at a time, I'd say. Other than that, though, really solid filament. I like how this stuff came out. I'll show you what it looks like. Did this one on another one of these axolotl guys we did. Come on, camera, focus, please. It does not want to focus on it at all. There we go. It's got a nice gold to orange to red color to it. It's very pretty. All right. Most everything else over here is either another black Eco PLA, something that glows in the dark, or it's red. So I'm just gonna grab the reds. All I'm gonna say is that I'm using Overture's shiny PLA and Overture's matte PLA. This is Inland's matte PLA. I'm using a silk shiny red. I showed this a little bit earlier. Red PLA, for some reason, I don't know why, this stuff just works. It works great. Some of the best prints have come out using these reds I have. And I've showed it plenty of times on stream, but we might have people here who haven't seen it before. One of my best prints came out on a machine that's notoriously difficult for me. So everything you see in the red is printed in just Amazon's Basics Red. And it was printed on the Anycubic Cobra Max. And I love this red. It's a good red. Amazon's Basic is like okay in my book. It's not perfect, but okay. Okay enough for me to be like, hey, look, Jeff Bezos, money. You know, the other millionaire everyone's supposed to like because they're millionaires. You know, I bet you those guys can give me $2 million each, and I could probably do more with it in 2 days than they could have figured out to do with it in 2 days. I know exactly what I would do with it immediately. Invest in businesses that aren't theirs. Yeah. Purple. Shiny purple. Silk purple. I have another one, but it's got a broken spool, and I love the color of it, but I'm so upset. That was me. I goofed. This one dropped, and it broke. It's still a good spool. It's just... darn. It landed just right, shattered. Bummer. But yeah, 2 purple sets. I like the purples. Purples are pretty. And with that, everything is over there except for my gold and my glow-in-the-darks. So I have a green glow-in-the-dark and a blue glow-in-the-dark and my gold. All right. That's it for those. Whew. 3D printing's fun, y'all. Been enjoying a lot of it. I showed the belt model for the Shin Kamen Rider helmet, or for the Shin Kamen Rider belt. I also have Kamen Rider the first belt too. So if you're interested in grabbing one of these, go check out my Etsy, go check out my website. There's a deal on there right now where you can get that and the Double Typhoon V3's belt from Kamen Rider Next alongside that one as well. Cool. Let's see what else we got going on in here, because I've been missing some stuff. Yellow Flash says, I have a preference towards Hatchbox filaments. Hatchbox is pretty damn good, but I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Amazon and Hatchbox are the same company now. So, either way, you're getting a decent filament from those groups. They still have a separate part, but they're practically the same now. It's kind of crazy how that worked out. I love Eco PLA or anything made out of plants is right up my alley. Yeah, see, anything that we could do that's a little bit more eco-friendly is is much more preferred, especially with this business. Like I've run into so many failed prints. Like here, I'll show you all my failed print bucket. I tried to shove too much into it that it brokey. There's a big tear into the back of it, but if you look into the inside, that's a full bucket of PLA waste. And I've been trying to get this recycled by a different group, and I've even been sorting it. Like I've been slowly but surely working at sorting it. And then I started doing a thing like Uncle Jesse did, where he got some silicone molds and started, dumping the plastic into there after shredding it in a blender. I even here, I'll show you. I'm not kidding. PLA dust. Don't read this. Does anybody else remember Will It Blend? Does anybody else remember Will It Blend? Does anybody else get mush mouth when they're trying to just speak like a normal human being? Alright. But yeah. Anything that we do to recycle, and anything that we do to minimize how much actual plastic waste gets out of these 3D printing facilities, the better. And that's what I was looking for. Loved all your latest produced pieces, though. Clean edits and production. The Kamen Rider helmet tutorial was fire, and Tamashi was a classic. Thank you so much. That really means a lot. Those projects weren't the easiest things to do, and we do have more Tamashi coming very, very soon. There are 2 more parts that come publicly, and then there's a special edition that's coming out on disc. It's a physical thing that's going to have a lot more stuff on it. 2 more additional parts on top of the 4, and we're also going to have a few more other special behind-the-scenes stuff. We have one more thing we have to shoot for that special edition, which hopefully will be taken care of before the end of this year. I want this to be over, but the other part of it, outside of the filming that one last thing, is also just the legal side of it. There's another side that's completely separate from me, and boy, let me tell you, that's not been fun. It's almost over with, though, so keep an eye out for more Tamashi content soon. Thanks for telling me you liked it. It means a lot. That was not an easy project to do. Still is an easy project to deal with. Ooh, okay. Hey Megadon, thanks for telling me that you like Tamashi as well. I really appreciate that. If you guys enjoy those, share them with a friend. There's some more stuff I want to talk about soon. I can tell you this. Part 3, we're talking about Mount Iwafune and Lockhart Castle. Those are 2 of the places I could definitely tell you about. Lockhart Castle, if you guys don't recognize it by name, it was used in Geats recently. If you guys remember the castle that they fought at in Geats, like the fancy house, that's Lockhart Castle. And also in Kamen Rider Geo, either way, same thing. When all the another riders show up at one time in front of a castle, that's that castle too. You've probably seen it in so many different Super Sentai shows. You've probably seen it hundreds of times. It's in Gunma. I don't want to say much more than that because while I didn't have a really great time there when I went, learning about everything that went into making that place a reality is awesome. Awesome is the word I'm using. So, yeah. And then Iwafune, it has a story that's like a legendary story that I didn't know about until I got home. And when I saw how close it was to my own personal story of actually going to Iwafune, it blew my mind, especially after the second trip. So, very excited to share more about those soon, but keep an eye out. And if you guys aren't doing what I'm talking about right now, go look them up. Lockhart Castle, it's in Gunma. And also there is Mount Iwafune, that is in Tochigi. Mount Iwafune goes by another name with Tokusatsu fans. It's known as the Quarry. If you remember, either in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers or in in Kyoryu Sentai Zyuranger. There's a scene where after Burai or Tommy joins the group, they have this transformation, or this like a roll call on this slanted hill. That's in that quarry. And the minute I recognized that, I kind of freaked out. It was really neat. And I'll tell you guys a fun story about that. That same quarry, the day I went, the first time I went, some cosplayers showed up, and that's when they were doing the fireball explosions. And there was a dude there dressed like Commander G3, and then there was another dude there dressed like Black Bison from Live Man, and that was so much fun. And then there was also like a Marvelous cosplayer and a Melee and a couple other ones. I didn't get to make friends with everybody because it was just one of those things where like I was intruding on their day. I didn't know, so that's why the second time I went, I tried to get everything scheduled out, which they still got overbooked, and I had a hard time filming around their schedule. It sucked. But yeah. You're getting more raw kit orders lately or full finishes, by the way? Just curious what kind of workflow is most common on the 3D print front. So I'm still trying to figure out exactly what I'm trying to do. So what's what I'm looking for? I do the 3D printing service where I'm making like signs and things like that for companies in town. That's been working pretty decently. That's been paying the rent, which has been great. But I also just handle the 3D printing for anybody that wants it, so long as they want it in PLA at the moment. But when it comes to like finishing props, that's a whole different beast, because with 3D printing, or just a simple 3D print, even a raw print, my God, there's so much you could do with just that alone. I've seen people who have taken these raw prints and then smoothed them out, made them super, super clean, and then threw a bunch of silicone on top of it to mold it and cast it so that they can produce other castings in either fiberglass or other compound plastics like Smooth On 300 or 325, which you guys haven't checked out Smooth On yet. Smooth -on, yellow and blue, Smooth On. If you guys don't know Smooth On and you're a prop making person, go look up Smooth On. They are an awesome company, and this isn't me just asking for free materials, because that's what's so great about this company is if you see them at a convention and you talk to them about the stuff you do, they might send you home with a free care package of a bunch of goodies. So yeah, if any of my friends at Smooth On, hear me. Miss y'all. Convention season. Hopefully this year I'll be around. We'll see what happens. But yeah, when it comes to those prints, like I've even seen it where people will just finish these things up and make the prints themselves the part, and they'll just walk around wearing that thing. Heck, I've even seen people who will take these parts and they'll cut them in half and they'll put them up as like wall mounts. What I'm trying to do with this one is this is going to be something I wear. This is a part of a duo cosplay thing. When I say duo cosplay, most people are thinking like, oh, you and somebody else. No. This is me using very simple things as a swap to have an out. Like I'm trying to think of the best way to describe this. Have you ever had a toy where you could put multiple different armor sets on that same toy? So imagine my body is that base part, and I have one armor set and a second armor set. That's what I mean by duo cosplay, is that all I have to do is just remove some things and suddenly, hey, it's a new version of the same guy. See what I'm saying? But, yeah. Let's see what else we got going on here. Love Buster, that's going to be awesome. Kamen Rider Buster. I got a buddy with Form Labs, Form 3L, and he'll do me up a pair of eyes. Resin compound textures from their eyes. Ooh, a Form 3L. Form Labs actually had somebody they wanted me to come check it out, and I ghosted them. I feel really bad about it. The time they contacted us, we just had a little bit too much going on in personal lives. But yeah, Form Labs, they're in the town over. They're over in Durham. I want to talk to them about doing more resin stuff. But if you talk about resin compound eyes, like I got some right here on this Ichigo, and then did this over on the Elogu. So if you want smaller, Elogu would do it. But for something like Buster, yeah, you're probably going to want the full build volume of that Form 3L. Very lucky, by the way. I wish I could touch one of those. Been seeing how some Japanese cosplayers do their armor, and it's crazy. I agree. Japanese cosplayers are on a different level. Like, I don't know what it is. I admire the hell out of the effort they put into it. And I don't just mean like the really, really, really good ones. I mean like the really silly fun ones. Like there's one guy, he just had like a headpiece that was like a foam, like flan, like pudding kind of thing. If you know the brand Giga Pudding, it's this giant pudding thing. And they had his face on it. He was just doing a dance and shaking the thing, and it killed me because it's like I hadn't thought about Giga Pudding in like, what, 5-10 years? Something like that? 8 years? Somewhere in there. And the effort they put into just even like a shit post of a cosplay was astounding. So if you're ever interested in seeing cosplay from Japan, just go over to Google Translate, type in cosplay. You should get something that comes up saying Kosupure, and then start looking for your favorite shows on like Wikipedia. Find the Japanese name for it. Take that Kosupure and put it at the back of the Japanese version of it. Google that whole thing. Hit Google Images and just scroll. Have fun. You're gonna see some really neat stuff. And if you see anything you like, and you have an opportunity to say like, "Hey, I like that," tell them. Most of the Japanese cosplayers that I've said like, "Hey, I like your stuff," they'll either follow you or they'll say something nice back to you, or they'll try to say hi in English. But yeah, just if you see something you like from a Japanese cosplayer, tell them you appreciated it, because it does the same for anybody else, honestly. Like any cosplayer, you tell them you like your stuff, they get really hyped about it. But some Japanese cosplayers are super, super chill, and they'll want to be your friend because you're a foreigner that's like, "I like your stuff." I've made quite a few friends that way. What up, Taro? All right. Can help me tune out the stuff and use it for Pet G cleanly. I'll definitely let you know, because here, I'm gonna show y'all. I've shown this like 5 times. I haven't done it yet. I think it's time. Let's do it. 1 second. I got a present. And I haven't used my present yet. Why am I shouting? I have my microphone on. Alright, I haven't used this yet. And I've been meaning to show it off. And why not now? If you are unfamiliar, this is the Recreator 3D. This is from a gent named Josh Taylor. He took an Ender 3 and turned it into a bottle filament recycler. So essentially, you could take water bottles like this, dry them out, slap it on here, push it through there, grab that, put it through the roller, turn on the machine, and it'll roll you up a spool of a tube of Pet G that you can get from something as simple as a water bottle. So we're going to try to do that here in a couple minutes. Thank you for reminding me about that, TJ. I want to show that off. Yeah, finishing 3D is a unique hell. Also, haha, Lord Saturn prop stuff in progress, but it's still built off prints since the mold and cast process. Makes the process too pricey for me, but is uniquely tough. So, that reminds me of something else I wanted to tell you then. If you're interested in getting things printed, I've even seen people make molds where they print this like this, and then they clean up the inside of the mold with like another compound plastic so it's smoothed out really good. And then they just line it with the inside with a simple like, with a simple demolding agent like Vaseline or something like that. And they're able to make castings almost as clean as the 3D prints out of a mold that was 3D printed. Absolutely wicked. So if 3D printing, or if molding and casting is too expensive for you, consider looking into 3D printing your molds. That's something you can definitely do with FDM. If you're willing to clean the mold out so it can come out better, not a bad route to go. I've seen a lot of people who will like make a 3D printed mold, they'll pour plastic into it, and it'll break it out of the mold and in turn break the part. There's different ways where you can make that mold. You can break it up into multiple pieces and then clean up the insides, put a demolding agent, put it all back together, cast your things, take it apart. You might be able to redo that like maybe 3 or 4 times before the plastic starts to go bad on you. Consider giving that a shot. That's something I want to try here soon. I think that'd be a lot of fun to print a mold. Michael Clark wants to let Yellow Flash, he wants to get in contact with you. You guys might know each other. We'll see. But yeah, that Form Labs Form 3L is huge. That's a big printer. That's an expensive printer too. That's like that's a 20K. That's a used car. That's a fancy used car. I love Smooth On, but the cost is too prohibitive for the number of pieces. But that is a good idea. Take it into consideration. That's half of prop making, is being willing to spend a little bit on an error. Sometimes you got to be willing to take the risk. That's one thing I always say, if you're getting into 3D printing, don't be a gambler, because you're going to have a tough time. You'll be sitting there making some questionable decisions that will either have a great, crazy good payoff or literally nothing, and you're sitting there with a pile of stuff. I've been there on both sides of it, so, you know, buyer beware. All right. I want to try this. So I'm going to move chat over onto the printer. We're going to try and get this working. I may have to spend more time with it because I haven't spent a lot of time with it yet. But, can you use the flesh color for the Anakin Skywalker? Yes, I will start the Anakin print right after we get done starting this stuff up. I'm going to go try to get this dried out a little bit more. You know what? Let's take 5. Well, not even 5. Let's take like 3. I'm going to go get this dried out really good. I'm going to get the label off of it. When we come back, we're going to get this started up, and then we will start printing up something. So for anybody else interested, I have one more printer slot open tonight. If you're interested in getting something 3D printed and just watching it, you can drop which one you'd like to get printed in the chat. The way you do it is go to printables.com, type in what you're looking for, find the thing you're looking for, copy the exact name of the item, and drop it in chat. If I can find the item you're looking for, I'll try printing it up over here in a minute. So yeah, give me just a couple minutes. I'm gonna go get another drink, probably some water, because you can't just have soda all night. Get this cleaned out, and we'll come back and make some recycled filaments. Sound like fun? Cool. Well, it better sound like fun, because this is what I'm doing anyway, so you guys can't stop. Haha. Alright, be back in a few. Alright, thanks for being patient. We're back. Alrighty, so if you're just now joining us, we were just about to start using the Recreator 3D. This is a PETG bottle recycler that turns it into filament tubes, and you can print with those filament tubes. So what I did was I prepared my bottle by cutting the bottom of it off. I kept the top on. I can't find the lid though. I don't know what I did with the lid, because that's actually a part that I need to make some of this work. So let's go try to find the lid. There it is. I left it on the ground over here. There's another part that I need. I'm trying to remember what I did with it. It's a lanyard. It'll help with the process of holding the water bottle down as it's pulling the filament apart, or pulling the filament out of the bottle, or turning the bottle into a filament. I can't talk. Why do I try to stream when I can't talk? Oh god. Where is my lanyard thing? I thought I had one sitting around here and I can't find it. That is the strangest thing. What do I do with it? Oh, there it is. I found it. That's right. I was using it on my ender. 1 second, folks. I'll be right back over there so you see what I'm talking about. One of these things. If you want one of these, this will help. Alright, so what we have to do is we have to take this part right here. This is the part that holds the bottle. You see these two little rollers and how they're slightly offset from each other? I don't know if y'all can see that really good. But they're slightly offset from each other. Pulling plastic bottle strip through there should turn into just a good enough strip that we can get it into the hot end right here. So first things first, I'm gonna undo these T-nut screws at the bottom so it can fit into these aluminum extrusions. If you don't know anything about the Recreator 3D yet, go check it out here on YouTube. Go look at Josh Taylor. He's the guy that designed this. He used an old 3D printer. So if you have an old 3D printer laying around and you have a new 3D printer and you want to make some filaments out of the water bottle, instead of acting like recycling it's actually going to fix it, you can recycle it into something you could actually use right there instead of, you know, making somebody else do it in another country. Because that's one thing that bums me out. Oh, nothing bums me out more is than learning about the recycling industry just not kind of working like it said that it was going to work. So that's one thing I think a lot of makers are going to start figuring out, or they're going to start figuring out ways that we can start recycling the junk we got in front of us. And I think Josh did a really good job of finding something that a lot of people could definitely use. Just the fact that it's water bottle based, like it's accessible. It's really accessible. Everybody's got a water bottle. If you can take it to somebody else to recycle it, to turn it into a new tool, or something else practically printed kind of thing, yeah, why not? Why don't we do that for? All right, so I'm gonna oop, that didn't work. I'm gonna take my scissors and I'm gonna cut a small strip just to get this started. Take the strip, slide it through. Oh, forgot. I'm gonna extend this out. Put this on. I'm trying to figure out. It's supposed to clip onto this, I think. See how it's clipped on right there? Now I got the string bit. Wrap this around the top. Put it down so it holds the water bottle down in place. There we go. All right. I'm gonna take my strip and I'm gonna get it in place. I'm gonna need pliers. Let me grab my pliers. Where did I put them? They were on this. Now where'd they go? Uh-oh. Where'd my pliers go? I hate this. I have a tool like rack specifically to hold all my stuff, and I never put my stuff back where they're supposed to be. Ah, super professional stream run by a professional. Seriously though, what the heck did I do with my pliers? I love those pliers. They were like a son to me. That's a really quick way to make me go crazy, is to move my stuff. And you know who's the person that probably moved it? Me. Oh man, that's a bummer. I really wish I could do it with my pliers. It's a way easier thing to pull out with. Where are my pliers? Lost my pliers, y'all. That's the weirdest thing. I was just using them earlier too, and I can't find them on any of my desks. Alright. I guess we're gonna try and pull it by hand, or with the nippers that we have over here. But as you can see, as I pull, it is cutting this into a strip. I'm definitely gonna need to get some pliers. So I forgot about the next step where we have to heat this up, pull out a glob. I'm gonna need pliers for that. Scream. All right. We're gonna make this work. We're making this happen tonight, folks. I want this thing to work. I promised Josh I would film this, and I've been meaning to do it for 4 weeks. And now I can actually do it, and I don't have the pliers. Oh, there. I found them. Aha. Found my pliers. If you want to know where I left them, gently check under the airbrush. That's why I was using it on earlier. My compressor is being silly. So yeah, we have this strip of filament right here in my hand. You know what? Let's bring the camera closer so y'all can get a better look at this. There we go. A little bit more intimate. How you doing? You like the BGM? It's really chill. I'm glad you like it too. I've been going through trying to find good royalty-free stuff that shouldn't be a problem. I'm a simple man. I see a printer spot open with requests and I throw a banana dong into the option pool mix. Banana dong? What the hell? I think I'll check it out on printables. I don't know if we can print that here on YouTube though. Oh wait, no, Susan wouldn't like that. Never mind. No, you're totally right. Susan would not like that. Oh my god. Look how they massacred my boy. Yeah, these things are nightmare. Thanks for bearing with me tonight, y'all. If you can tell, I'm always super underprepared. All right. So I have a power cable right here, and we're gonna plug it in back here, and then we'll plug it in over here. Now, it's usually recommended to use a what's the word I'm looking for? A cooling shroud around the heater block. I have one, but I don't want to peel it off of my printers, so like we're just going to do our best to not hurt ourselves today. But yeah, if I remember correctly, we turn it on, we set the settings for PET G, and it should start up, if I remember correctly. Josh showed me how to work it. I should know how to work it. So let's see if I know how to work it. Kicking it on right now. And she got a boot. Uh-oh. Let's see. Was that the problem? That was the problem. Yep. All right. Power wasn't on the power strip. Let's try this again. There she goes. Just kicked on for me. I'm gonna come around the other side so I can get a good view of what we're doing here. This is my first time doing this, so if this goes super smooth, then this will be hysterical. What's this one? Oh, interesting. So this actually, I thought this was an ender. It's not an ender. It's a different printer. Interesting. Bed for you. Head. Huh. This is all new to me. I'm trying to figure out what's up with this guy. All I know is, gotta get this heated up. $600 milliliters. Yes. Let's try this. Let's see if this goes. It's heating up right now. Okay. All right, that's a start. Try to get this in there. So as soon as we get a decent blob, we're gonna try to pull it out. Because as soon as it heats up, then I believe that this is gonna kick on and just start to roll. Well, that doesn't show up very good with this background we got. Sorry, y'all. Oh, yep. Feel it getting hot. Smell it. Okay. that gets in there. I don't want to curl it because what's going to end up happening is it's going to curl and come out like a, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a tube. Oop. Okay, keep pushing, wait for that little bit to start coming out the other end. Stick it over everything. You know what? Let's wait till it actually gets to heat before I try to do anything silly with it. Let's go ahead and cut away the junkier bits of this part and show you the full thing coming out nice and clean. There we go. Let's cut away right there. So what this should do is as it's pouring the filament right here, it should start to wind this, so you can set it and forget it. I would still watch it though, because like I said, it's an open heat source, but... Oh, there it goes. It started cooling because it's heat. So all I gotta do is wait for this to come through the nozzle and grab it with my pliers. Come on now. You know what? I know what the problem is. I'm being silly. I should probably cut this to like a point where it's actually coming out of the nozzle first before I start to do anything. Let's do that. Let's make a point. I should make this go by a lot easier. Okay. Once more with slowly but surely, it's making its way in there. You get melted before you can even get to the point of these. Yeah, I'm struggling. I'm struggling, folks. I'm gonna take a short break on this for a second so I don't get frustrated. Let's see what y'all are saying in the chat. It's been a minute since I looked at it. Look at the massacre by Boyd, the pliers. So we're still on the pliers part. Oh, okay. Nothing changed. Cool. Good to know. Y'all are just watching me fumble. That's good. That's okay. That's fine. Alright. And like I know it needs like a little bit of curling to it. Like it needs to curl. Because that's how it ends up coming out. It comes out like a tube. Try this again. Why aren't you coming out this end? Please come out this end. I don't want to touch the hot end because it's very hot. Oh no. Yeah, it's not coming out the end there. Manifesting good vibes. Yeah, we'll see how this happens. We'll see what ends up happening at all. Like, I'm not trying to like have a bad time or make it look like I can't do this, because like I've seen it work. I know it works. It just, I think this is me. I think this is user error. Nothing to do with the machine itself. Nothing to do with the guy that made it either. The guy that made it, super cool dude. Can't believe you let me have one. It's so nice of him. Again, Recreator 3D. Go check out Joshua Taylor. If you want to learn how to make one of these yourself, he'll show you. And if you get like $100 like Ender from like Micro Center, this would be a really, really solid project to build one of these out of that Ender. Gonna put a little bit of back end pressure here. Hopefully it goes through. Some sort of easier way to get this started, at least. Yeah, that's just... I'm just gonna make a really tiny, super thin bit and hope that I can go straight through with it. Oh, look at this, come on. My fingers are fighting me now, Jesus. All right, I made a super fine, thin piece. Here's hoping it goes straight through. Just need a little bit more slack to work with. Okay. Oh, hey, winner, chicken dinner, we got a grip. Now if I could just get one with my life, that'd be great. Okay, now we just gotta pull some of this through. Hey, we're going somewhere. Y'all see this? Got a little bit of plastic coming through. Look at that. Look at that. Hey. All right. I'm gonna keep pulling, rotating this, and hopefully that we keep getting some more goodies. All right. Pull from this way. Oh my God, get a grip on it. There we go. Put my hand under it. Better grip on it. There it goes. There it goes. Just need to wait till I can get a good long enough strand on it. Look at this, we're recycling! Ah! Come on, this is, oh my gosh, this is so cool. Oh, this is so neat. Are y'all seeing this? There is filament. There's water bottle becoming filament. Guys, look, it's a transformer! Oh, goodness. All right, another good grip on this. Do another pull. Wait till I get a good strand on it. That's a good strand. All right. Now let's get to the magic. So the spool needs to be spooled this way. Nope, I need more. I need more filament still. All right, get off my hand. Thank you. This is so cool, y'all. Like, if you said this is the coolest thing you've seen all day, I'm not even gonna be slightly upset that my Ichigo helmet was the first thing I showed today. All right, there. That should be plenty enough for me to slot this in. Come on, slot in. Oh my God. All right, I'm gonna cut this extra little bit off. We're gonna bend this part right here. We're gonna put the roller in place. And then theoretically, this should go without being a problem. Look at it go, it's going. Oh my God, it's going. Are y'all seeing this? Have you seen it? Have you heard of it? Isn't this so cool? Shin Furbus Brown Deus. Hey Dustin, when you get the Furbus head in, and I assume try and restore it, are you going to try and make a template from others can make their own? Or maybe try and get a 3D scan for customs? Ah, all right. Well, hello. Welcome to the stream, Hail Furbus. You're spoiling something a little bit unless somebody spilled the beans a bit early, but I threw in with a few friends to grab a hold of Furbus from Saban's Masked Rider. It's not a full Furbus, it's just the head, it's missing some eyepieces and the eyebrows. What I was going to do is I'm going to try and recreate Furbus as a full standing like statue kind of deal. And because it's going to need to be a whole new body modeled that I'm going to be doing, then yeah, we're probably going to try and release those files. The headpiece, I don't know if we're going to 3D scan that or if I'm going to end up having to make something new. I don't know the condition of Furbus just yet, like the complete condition of it. All I know is that we got him, and as soon as things have cleared up on my end. I got to finish up my side of the bargain, which is putting forward the materials and getting Furbus into his forever glory. And we can all hail Furbus at the actual legitimate shrine of Furbus, which blows my mind. Yeah, so don't go telling everybody just yet, because I kind of wanted to be like an out of left field surprise for some people. But if you know, you know. So yeah, this is why you come to my streams, because sometimes people will surprise you. But yeah, very excited to get to work on that. Speaking of, I got to pay my part. I'm not kidding when I said the beginning of this year has been super rough, y'all. And it's not really like a financial thing. It's just it's a life thing. So like I'm sure y'all understand. The people that know, and then other than I'm not gonna say anything else other than that. So, but yeah, this is really exciting. We have some Pet G going. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab some SD cards. I'm gonna start warming up the printers, and I'm going to start printing up some stuff. And I believe Megadong requested a mini Anakin Skywalker that he saw on printables, so I'm gonna go find that and print that up. I'm also getting the supports off of this print bed for the Ichigo helmet. These supports came out really, really darn good. These are great. A little bit too good. They're like super stuck to the build plate. Alright, let me grab my SD card. Oh, I didn't tell y'all. I'm actually printing something else over there. Before we leave today, I'll show you what that is. So let's throw this printer on, get it warmed up, get the skin tone on there. Alright. Oh yeah, if you guys haven't seen these yet, what I'm talking about when I say skin tones, I'll set it over here alongside this so you guys can still watch this doing its thing. We have a Superman that we printed earlier alongside of Batman. This was done with a skin tone filament where Batman was done all black. We painted it up. I'm really happy. We got to get the hair done and the eyes done. But ultimately, like, it's one of the cooler prints we've done. I'm super happy with that. I think it's just called Anakin Skywalker, but it looked up tiny statue. Okay, I'll look for that. I just touched the super hot thing, and I didn't realize till a second later that I was like, ooh, it's hot. Did you stop? You're not done yet. You still have more you gotta do. Oh, it said it's done. Okay, well, let's keep going. Let's see that. This is so great. I'm so glad this worked out. I can't wait to show Josh that this worked. He'll be so pleased. And again, go check out Recreator 3D. Go look for Josh Taylor. Go check this out. This is one of the cooler things I've seen in the last year for 3D printing stuff. He worked really hard on finding a way to not only recycle a 3D printer, but recycle the most common waste that I think most Americans deal with, which is plastic bottle waste at this point. Hold up, wait a minute. Why are you going the other way? There we go. I'm free spooling now. Like, why are you doing this? No, stop, don't. There we go. Okay. Now the bottle, that's just PET, or is it going to be PET G? I believe that this is a PET G bottle. It could just be a PET bottle. Regardless, it's working. And it's coming out pretty decent. Like, it's not the cleanest filament, but it's coming out pretty darn good. Immortal Red Fox says, hello, sir. Good evening, everyone. I hope all is well. Doing okay. Had better days, had worse days, but as far as things are going right now, things are going pretty chill. Glad to see you. Thanks for coming back, man. Hope things are going well with the final form race that you got going on with the official guys. Okay, yeah, alright, so I'm gonna let this run for a second. I got the printer warming up right now. I'm gonna throw on the filament. I'm gonna run over and slice that file, and then we will start printing up something here for tonight. What are y'all feeling? You guys wanna go for maybe another hour, maybe 2? Let's see what ends up happening. I might end up going through my recycling bin and making a bunch of filament because this is so exciting. I really want to try to print something with this tonight. That'd be super awesome. I was so excited when I got this from Josh. Like, it was a gift from him and his partner. Because they were trying to find. Oh, wait. It's even better. I forgot. His sticker's still in here. Hold on. Let's see if I can't get this out. Do something smaller that isn't going to burn up the minute I touch it. There we go. This is Josh. This is Josh's stuff. Recreator 3D. Go check out his stuff. Go tell him Dusty sent you. And tell him how impressed you are with his Recreator 3D system. Everything you're seeing here is 3D printed and also part of a other 3D printer. If you have an Ender 3 style 3D printer and you have all these parts printed, you can reconfigure your printer into a Recreator. I'm also curious if your Elegoo resin printers would be feasible for compound texture behind the actual eyes visor. Yeah, no, it's totally. Oh, it's like where to put my helmet. I don't know if you've seen this yet, because you might not have seen it, but I was showing it off earlier on stream today. I got the compound eyes right here on my Elegoo. They're in red too. I can do clear red, clear blue, clear green, and we have translucent colors that we have to hand mix, but we are also patiently waiting with the people that formulate all these resins, because they might be helping me try to make a special thing that I'm sure a lot of people would love to have. That's the fun about 3D printing, is that sometimes you end up working with people and collaborating, and then if something comes out, everyone benefits from it. And I like projects like that, where everyone contributes and everyone gets something cool out of it. Wait, it's all 3D printed itself? What? Yeah! So, see this gray part right here, and this green part, and this kind of clear white part, and these other gray parts, and white parts, and the red part, this blue bit, and the gears that are on the motors, that are in white, blue, and yellow, those are all 3D printed as well. These are all printed in PET G, or PET. It's a really strong plastic. You'd be so surprised, like all the visors, most of the visors in Super Sentai are made with some form of this type of plastic. A lot of face shields are still made with this kind of plastic. If you can get this stuff at about a 1/4 of an inch thick, it'll prevent some really crazy stuff from hitting you. Like, there are some really high density PET G plastics too that are used for eyeglasses. So like, yeah, like this is one of the more durable plastics. It's a little bit more finicky to print with, but its technical value far outweighs its the learning curve that comes with it. Okay, so let's swap out these filaments real fast, and then I gotta go find that Anakin model. Whoop. Always tension your spools. Always try to put them in there and try to get them tight, because if you don't, that's how these things kink up on you. The only kind of kink shaming we do here at TheNextDecade is when my spool's gotten all tightened up, and that's it. Other than that, shut up. This is a Christian channel. All right. So if you don't see me on screen right now, that's fine. It's because I'm going to be slicing a file real quick. But enjoy the tunes and watching the Recreator pull that bottle into filament. Michael says, my idea is to use the compound eyes to drill holes for visibility and get a visor vacuum form tinted with a mold for the eyes. I'm going to ask if Stick Sword can help. He's a cool dude. Stick is great. Stick does really good stuff. I'm super happy for him. He had a crazy good tweet blow up recently. The King Oger helmet thing. Very happy for him. Kind of bummed I didn't find him sooner, because like, man, if I known about him sooner, I would have been like, yo, let's be friends, partner. I've talked with him only a couple times already, but gosh, he's one of those dudes where I want to grab him and just sit him down and be like, hey, we're doing a weekly podcast now. But it's one of those things where we need to actually sit and talk and see if we get along first, and if we do, then I say we go for it. So if you guys watch Stick, kind of start putting that in his brain, like, hey, you should do a proper costume tokusatsu thing with Dusty. He has over 10 years experience and probably knows your pain. And I do, because I've seen some of the videos and stuff he's had to deal with, and oh, holy shit, I've been there. Good lord. But I'll say this though, where he is with where he's at, like he's on point. He's great. I'm really damn impressed. I think he's cool as hell. Ooh. I heard he did the helmet for your Final Form thing. It's very neat. I'm excited to see how that all comes out too. Definitely gonna pick your brain on filming things, because I got something I'm trying to work on too, but I'm in so hush hush about it that I really got to shut up now. But I don't want to say anything else about it right now. Alright, Printables. I like this song. Ooh, there's a contest right now on printables for business card holders. I might print something from that tonight. That looks awesome. Also, this ring mail system, it looks really cool, and this Mandalorian. Oh. Here, you know what? No, I don't want you to see my bookmarks. One more old stuff bookmarks. Right, so. Let's go back to the channel. Yes, let's all work together. I'm totally down. We should all get together and do something. I've been wanting to work with you for fucking ages, and I just had too much happening. Tiny statue, that's where you're looking. Alright, find that print. Oh, that's why I misspelled Anakin. I did N-E, not N-up. A-N-I. Oh, I see. It's the one by Nils GFX. It's the Clone Wars Anakin Skywalker. Yeah, yeah. This is a miniature print. This is something that I would print for like a resin printer for like a tabletop game. We'll print him, but I'm not sure how well detailed he's going to be. It's mostly just because the 3D model is kind of low poly. Hey, wait a minute, that sounds like some suit up music. Sorry. I've been listening to that too much recently. Too much. Too many of those. Listening to that song in particular. Alright. This is an itty bitty Anakin, so he should print pretty fast. Let's get him downloaded and throw him into a slicer. They spelled it weird too. They did Anakin. I'm never going back to plastic painting again for foam armor. Leather wrapping for the win. Yeah, fabric wrapping is not a bad way to go. It'll definitely like keep your things like lasting a lot longer. But Plasti Dip is like a really cheap alternative to a good spray foam rubber. And like spray rubbers, there are some really damn good ones, but good lord, they are expensive. Very, very expensive. Oh, excuse me. We'll definitely be doing a vinyl wrap here eventually. I want to show you all how to do belts, how I do my belts. Manta, he was in the chat earlier, and I did a really crappy tutorial with him. But he was able to figure it out, and his belt came out pretty darn good. And then he did it with my belt too. It's really easy. It's just you get a strip of foam, and you use fake leather and some spray adhesives, and you poke some holes through so you can get the screw caps for the belt buckle pieces on there. And then you screw all the pieces back together and flip it all in. There you go. You got a super dope belt. All right, Elegoo Slicer, go, go, go. Love waiting for programs to load. Bear with me for just a couple more minutes, folks. I am slicing up a file to start printing on one of the printers. As soon as I have that, I'll be back on screen, promise. This is taking way longer. Oh, cool. I opened 3 things of Eligukura. That's awesome. Made the computer very cool. Also, if you have Eligukura and you have Neptune 3 Pro, there is an updated version of Eligu's Cura. It's up and available on the website now. It also features stuff for the Plus. I highly recommend checking out because they added a few more profiles. And if you like profiles and stuff, go get those. All right, let's see how this Anakin comes out. Let me see how long it's gonna take. He's an itty bitty guy. Says it's gonna take about an hour. Let's see if we can make it go a little bit faster. What was that? Are we out of water bottle? Nope, it's caught. 1 second. Yeah. I didn't quite get it down all the way on the strip, so now this is going to come out a little bit messy. Hopefully it'll be able to save itself. All things considered, this is still coming out pretty decent. Just gotta be careful about the end of this filament. Just try to make sure it threads nicely, or spools nicely. Okay, I think we're all right. It just needed to be brought down a little bit lower. That should do it. Okay, sorry about that. All right. You know, I need this to slice now. Is it still doing it? What are you doing? Sounds like it's struggle bussing over there. Okay, cool. We got it down to about 3 minutes. Let's try it. All right, save to removable and eject. All right, cool. Let's grab that filament. Let's get that loaded up, and let's print us a not so crispy Anakin Skywalker. All right. We'll push some filament through and purge out some of the black filament at the bottom. Try to make him look like he's fresh and still happy Jedi and not burnt, crispy, wrapped bacon. Not Jedi. How we look? That looks great. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and start the end. Yo, my brother, how'd it go? All right, I'm going to move the camera over here so you guys can see this being printed. So we're gonna let this keep going. But we're sliding ourselves over here and backing up just a little bit. Hopefully this way y'all will be able to see the Anakin being printed right there and still be able to watch the recreator when I move it over a little bit. All right, give me a second to clean up my tools off my desk. All right, let's see how this is looking in the camera real quick. Make sure everything's still lined up and in shot. Awesome, cool. All right, I'm gonna raise the camera a wee bit. Hopefully it's not too bad. Y'all should still be able to see the printer. Yeah, cool. All right, I'm back on screen. Let's see what y'all have been saying in the chat. Okay. I tend to only use Mod Podge plastic dip for rider belts. Vivid's auto vinyl is what I use for the final layer. Ooh. I love how the Shin Kamen Rider helmet is coming along. I can't wait to purchase a kit once all the kinks are sorted out. I've already bought the 3D model, I just don't have the method to print it. Slicer 3R is good for basic cuts, best method is one for precise cuts. It's very true. Kira's been the one I've been going to for most of my stuff. Kira's been a very solid slicer for my things. Kaiju, like, if you would like to get this printed, if you can, provide evidence that you have the model and to show me that you have the model, I'd be more than willing to print this up for you. Because every time you get it printed through me, Rap, the guy that made those models, he gets a cut off of it. So if you want to get one of those printed through me, go check out my website, TheNextDecade.co. Go up to the top and submit an order request, and I will send you along a quote, and we will talk about it. Or alternatively, you can wait till I get the full kits out. Those might be a couple more weeks from now. But yeah, if you ever want to get something printed and you guys don't have the means to actually 3D print it, contact me. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 6 operating, but 7 printers, and I have 2 soonish resin printers on the way. So like, if you guys need help with any of that, you let me know. And if I can't do it, I will find somebody else who will do it for you. Because I know plenty of people who do 3D printing. All right, a little bit bummed out because the Recreator stopped. It got caught up again. I'm trying to figure out what's getting caught on. But that's all right. We'll figure that out eventually. We're going to rethread this after I pull off this bit of filament. And I kind of want to try throwing this on one of my printers. Oh, it's finished. All right, we're going to just cut it off there. There we go. Wow, it is. And then this is, oh my goodness. Dude, this is so cool. Josh, if you see this dude, like, ooh, baby. Ooh, you made something cool. This is awesome. This is so neat. Where'd the other piece fall off? Was this one right here? I heard something else go. I lost it. Oh, there it is. I see it. This is rad. This came out so damn good. Look, we got filament, y'all. Like, it's a thin little tube, and the only downside is that when you print with this, that you're going to increase your filament flow rate, just so then it's, you have a consistent extrusions. But like, other than that, we just turned a water bottle into how many feet of usable material? Oh my God! Hold on, we're going to measure this. We're going to measure this because I know how long both the walls in here are, so I can give you an estimate. 1 second. This is so cool, y'all. Okay. So from that corner wall to that wall over there is about 20 feet, okay? So I'm just gonna give us an estimate of how much yardage, or how many feet we got of filament here. We have, from one water bottle, I'd say close to 12.5 feet of filament. That is ridiculous. Are y'all seeing that? That is crazy. We just turned half of this water bottle into 12.5 feet of usable filament. I keep thinking the camera's right there. It's right there. 12.5 feet usable filament from half of a water bottle. My God, that is so cool. Isn't that neat? Oh man. I'm about to recycle all my water bottles, aren't I? I'm about to have a pet G for days. Let me see if I have an empty spool sitting around so we can respool this. I should have an empty spool somewhere. I thought I had an empty one sitting around. I hope I didn't throw them all away yesterday. I did a big cleanup yesterday, and I guess I chucked my empty spools. That's no good. Is this empty? Oh, no, it's got a little bit of black PLA on it still. Oh, darn. All right. Well, I can't find anything I can spool that on, so we are going to just let that kind of sit out for a bit. But I do want to start that back up again. I want to see this finish out. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay. Let me see. What do we need to put this back? I'm just gonna let this extra filament sit out. We're gonna get another string of it going. Oh, this is so darn cool. I'm so happy with this. Dude, Josh, I hope you see this. I really hope you see this video. I'm probably gonna end up taking this whole part with the recreator and cutting this together as an actual video with some additional information. Like Josh knocked this out of the park. This is so damn good. I'm so damn impressed. Okay, so here, spacer goes through, that goes through, this back on here. This got threads on it too. Like this is, dude, 3D prints with threads, anything you do to make parts compliant, ooh, I love that. That's always so cool. Oh, this is so cool. Oh, this is so cool. All right, turn this back on. All right. So, let's do on 900 meter one again. Oh, I hit the wrong button. All right, pull out some adjusted filament. 1 second. Grab my pliers again. Hopefully this hasn't heated up too crazy much. So I can just, yes, perfect. Okay. Just gently pull this, I said gently? I said gently pull this through to where this starts to form a tube. Am I supposed to slap this up over here so that it comes back down? Yeah, I am. Yep, try that. I'll grab it back there. Here again. So this Anakin should take a little bit less than 30 minutes to get done. We're already 9 minutes in. Yeah, like Star Wars always threw me off. I knew it was always a story about this kid named that was like an orphan named Annie, but like, when was he supposed to sing that Tomorrow song? Because I feel like I was really misled there. Oh gosh, come on. This one doesn't want to come. Oh, it's starting to do the thing again. Why is it doing that? Oh, darn it. Alright, well, I'm having a slight issue. Seems like it's more of a me problem than anything else. Alright, let's see. I feel like this shouldn't be having as many problems as it is. Has it been bent? I'll try bending it backwards a little bit. See if that helps a little. Try that now. Oh, I think we might just be at the point where that part's just kind of like useless. I think that's what the case is. Yep. Just at that part, and that's okay. Alright, let's try this again. Pliers. Oh, God. Alright, cool. Gosh darn it. Alright, try this again. Remember the kid in the back of the class who used to eat glue? I'm not saying that was me, but maybe I did do it. Yo, I'm about to hit up my 3rd grade teacher and be like, how did you never notice my motor skills this bad? Like, honestly. You good? Did I make it too tight? Over-tightened. Over-tightened. That's why I was making that god-awful sound. Cool. Oh, I get in the hole. This thing's curling everywhere instead of going to one place I need it to go into. My goodness. I usually never have this problem, I swear. Well, I don't think it's supposed to go up on that. I'll take this part off. I don't think we need that anymore. Hold it down. So I feel like it's getting plenty held down enough by being pulled from down there. I think I might just restart this print to the G code for this, I mean. No, 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 don't curl around. Don't curl around, please. Thank you. Okay. Come on now. Oh my gosh. Bread. Bread. Thank you. Okay. Gonna roll with it or not? It's not threading. Come on now. You know, I'm sure a lot of people would complain about some of the finagling you have to do to get this going, but like I'm still just so damn impressed with the fact that it even works. You know? Okay, cool, that's fine. Do I have any nippers anywhere? Gosh, I'm like fumbling so hard, y'all. I'm sorry. There we go. Ooh, fire's good. Let's just try that. Let's see what happens with that. It might not even work. Come on now. Hopefully this is gonna catch. Oh, I love how half of this is off camera. I'm sorry, y'all. I had no idea. Just trying to make sure that y'all can see Anakin printing. You guys can't see Anakin printing. My bad, y'all. I'm gonna readjust here so y'all can get a better view on this and see what I'm actually doing. My apologies. I'm just waiting for this to catch and start pulling. Cool. Oh, God damn it. Okay, I hope that stays. Let's just pray that stays, and hopefully it actually gets us going again. All right, I'm rotating the camera so y'all can watch. I feel really bad that I left y'all hanging like that for so long. There we go. Oop. Come on. There we go, fix it. Okay, so I have a couple of design things I'd like to see fixed about this. Number one is I'd like to figure out something about this water bottle pulley system. I love how this cuts, I love how it pulls, I love how it's like mostly automatic. What I don't like is the startup part of it, and I don't necessarily know how I feel about the extending antenna and pull the water down the pulley system. For the moment, ingenious, absolutely. This works, it works. Which that's the first step with any of these, is working. However, I really do strongly believe that this is the most difficult part of the whole thing, is getting the water bottle to actually go in and then pulling it from there to here. Once you've actually got it on and it's got a solid enough connection, it's easy breezy. This is kind of crazy how damn well this actually works. I'm so damn impressed, y'all. All right. We still are waiting for Anakin to finish up. He's about 18 minutes in. He's getting there though. He looks like a little itty bitty mini thing. He looks like a miniature for like a tabletop game. We're gonna let this keep going for a second. I'm gonna rotate the camera so you guys can look at the Neptune 3 Pro, my other Neptune 3 Pro over there. The one over here, this one next to me is Nigo. I named this one Nigo. The other one over there is Ichigo, the big guy's V3. But been printing something over here, and I want to show y'all because it's coming along pretty pretty. All right, let's drop the camera a little bit so you can see better. All right, that right there is the chest piece for a Shin Kamen Rider. That is the front part is the front chest, and the back part is the lower chest. Next to me, I have one of the experimental 0.8 millimeter layer height chest pieces that I made. This is a really durable, sturdy part. It's just the supports on it were brutal, and trying to find a way to print this where it didn't look too nasty was really difficult. So we decided to say, you know what, we're just going to wait. This print's going to take 2 days. One of the longest prints I'm doing for something that isn't a helmet. And wouldn't you believe it, we're already 20 hours in and only just now at 27% done. Absolutely wild. But I will say the quality I'm getting off of this printer, these printers are ridiculously good. Like I've not had this good of prints like out of the box before until I had gotten hold of these LEDs. Like these things are something fancy, something else. All right, I'm gonna raise y'all back up again. All right. Actually, you know what? Let's I'm gonna go run and grab myself a bottle of water real fast. Enjoy watching the Recreator. I'll be back in just a minute. Alrighty. I said I was going to grab a water. I didn't grab the water. I grabbed the decaf soda because I lost control. Woo-wee. So yeah, if you guys have enjoyed watching this Recreator thing, I really can't stress this enough. Go Send Josh some love. Go look up the Recreator. We have all his information on the sticker. Hopefully y'all can see it. You'll tell him Dusty says hi, and that you think that he made a really nifty modification for a 3D printer. Actually, see this is Happy Recreating sticker? We're gonna put this on the desk. I'm gonna put this right up here on the corner. Oh, that's something we should do before we bail out of here today. I have a bucket of stickers, and I have this table, and like I want this to kind of be like my streaming demonstration table. So I'd like to put stickers of things I like and some 3D printing things all on this table, kind of make it like a fun little history thing. But yeah, Josh Taylor, Recreator3D.com. Go check him out. Tell him Dusty said hi. And tell him Dusty said thank you as well. It's very gracious he let me have this, and I appreciate his patience. He's been wanting me to record this since October. But to be fair to me, I just recently feel like I've finally gotten into the office, into a place where we can start producing the way we should be. So, yeah. I don't know if I talked about this yet. Have I shown you guys the Kuga helmet yet? I'm working on a Kuga helmet for another friend named Josh. I'm probably going to have to reprint it because this one's a little bit too small. But this is one of those instances where I had to make a call in terms of like print orientation. And I actually printed it in half, like right down the center. And this one's kind of small too, so I think I want to print this a bit bigger. I also printed this on my other printers of the larger nozzles. I think I want to try this again on one with the smaller nozzles on it, with a really long print time, like let it go for like maybe a couple days, like 4 or 5, and not super slow settings. That's the thing. FDM printing, you can almost get it as good as resin printing. It's just you are really going to be sitting there and waiting days, possibly weeks for something to finish if you end up going with crazy layer heights on it. But yeah, going to be printing another Kuga here pretty soon. And I think yeah, as soon as this Neptune 3 Plus review video is done, we're going straight into talking about how I did my helmets and how I'm hopefully going to help some of y'all get your helmets done. And then we're going to start moving into doing some suit up, which I've been wanting to do suit up since we got in here, but like I said, life gets in the way. Gonna make it happen. Nice, nice. I'm watching Kuga right now. Kuga's awesome. I love Kuga. Here, let me bring Kuga closer so you can get a better view at it. It's currently being held together with masking tape. Here, let me slide chat out of the way. There we go. You can get a good view of the Kuga helmet there. I am so damn impressed with how that thing is printing. Yeah, Kuga is definitely one of my favorites. I love that show. That's one of those ones where I want to make his suit so badly. Maybe I should finally just do it. Like, if the helmet's decent enough, I'll be able to print that, no problem. Chest piece, I could probably 3D model half of it and then be able to look at it long enough to make a decent 2D pattern. That's one thing I'd love to be able to explain to people, is how to take something 2D and turn it into like a 3D pattern, but like that's something that I struggle with doing sometimes. But I don't mean like making it, I mean like I can make it, but I mean like actually figuring it out in a way to where I'm not just sitting there like, wait, I meant this. No, wait, no, I meant this, like that kind of thing, you know what I mean? The minute I figure out how to do it in a way that makes a lot of sense, I'll share. The best advice I can give you right now is that if you're trying to take something 3D and turn it into a pattern, or take a 2D image and turn it into a 3D pattern, look at the shapes. Look at the shapes and think about how can I recreate that shape with something flat. A great way to practice that is to do paper craft. You can learn a lot about how something 2D and flat can be folded into a full dodecahedron ball shape thing. It's crazy. Hey, Josh, what's up, buddy? Happy recreating. Thank you so much. Thank you. This thing's been awesome. I'm sorry it took me so long to get up to it, but I was going to tell you. I was going to put it all together and start doing some of that and get it up in a video, so I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much, Josh. This has been an absolute dream. I have another strand of 12.5 feet. That is, what, 3 yards, 3 meters, somewhere in there, of a perfect tube coming out of one bottle, and then I have more coming out like right now. This is awesome, man. Like we're gonna fly with this. Thank you so much, Josh. Have a high five. The biggest of a high five. Boom, 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 boom. Tell Joel get out of the way. I have a high five to give you. Speaking of, the next time you and I see Joel, oh my God, I can't wait. That's gonna be fun. Because I haven't started yet, but he sat and talked with me for a minute, which was great. But when I saw you on his channel doing the 1 minute thing, I can't wait to see what you have for him next time he does that. And I can't wait to fumble through mine. That's gonna be so much fun. But yeah, Josh, like man, you have something special here. You have something really special here. You keep this up, man. Yeah, I've been telling people like all streams since I pulled this out, like, check out his stuff. He's amazing. And like, look, I even took your sticker that was on the machine. I finally got it on my streaming table. Let me show you real quick. So whenever we get the bird's eye, everyone will see your stuff. But yeah, I'm super pleased with this. This is a fun little toy. Yeah, so Josh, if you found this naturally, thanks for coming. And if somebody sent Josh along to us, thank you. That was very kind of you. I should have sent the tag along, but I'm running solo in here tonight, so I gotta like operate everything by myself and act like I know what I'm doing. But like, number one thing I love about this though is this has been pretty darn consistent. I've only had a couple issues with the bottle, but like other than this pulley system, like this is solid. This is such a smart idea. Oh, you know what would be really, really darn cool for this? Oh, y'all. Wall mounted. Or if we wall mount this? Oh my God. Could we do that? Because then the gravity would help it feed a little bit. Oh my gosh, Josh! Josh! we need to make a wall hook. We need a wall hook for this. I'm your TV show tonight. Oh, I'm your TV show tonight. I got you. Oh boy, well, I'm on television. Well, let me show you the stuff I printed because you just got here. Some stuff we're working on. We have the new, we have the Elegoo Neptune Pro right here next to us on this side. We have another one behind you, and then this is the brand new Elegoo Neptune 3 Plus right here. I'm in love with this printer. It's got the same standard issues big printers do, but in terms of like out of the box, ready to go printability, knocks it out of the park. Because I'll show you the helmet. Remember, I had that blue helmet with me at the convention at Earth. This is that same helmet, but now with a much higher resolution and those resin pieces and everything put in. And ooh, baby, this thing is coming along super nice. But yeah, the prop and costume game's changing over here the next decade. And I got, I did the Christopher Reeve Superman too. I don't know if you grabbed some of this when you were there, Josh, but Filament PM, they did a skin tone series line. So I've been printing some characters on it, and we got a Chris Reeve Superman right here in that skin tone. And there's like 4 other skin tones that are, whoop, saved it, we saved it. Oh, yikes. Okay, good to know. Not safe around big dummies named Dusty. Something's stuck under it. It's stuck under it. Let's hold it up. What happened? He like slipped out from under me and now it won't sit up. Piece of plastic got stuck and then it started slipping on me. We're good though. Anyways, yeah, Chris Reeve Superman using a skin tone color. And there's 4 tones out right now. If you haven't tried grabbing that, I highly recommend grabbing that. Yo, Gideon, go! My goodness, that's a name I haven't seen or heard in a long time, but my God, will I tell you, if you're a Tokusatsu fan and you've been around for a while, you know who Gideon is. Gideon, if you're seeing this, long time no see. I hope you're doing well, dude. And thank you, the compound eyes look great. That's from Wrap Product 3D over on CG Trader and Etsy. He makes some great 3D models for Kamen Rider. Let me show you another one of his that he's made. That's super exciting. Hope you've been enjoying Kamen Rider Black Sun. Look at the detail he got on this. This is ridiculous. And these antennas, sturdy. So cool. But yeah, Wrap Product 3D on Etsy and CG Trader. If you're interested in some cool Kamen Rider and Super Sentai stuff, go check him out. Go check out these Zackers. Go check out Diz Files. I'm working on a giant recommendations page where anybody and everybody that's like a maker in the tokusatsu scene, like somebody that makes something that I'm like, oh, that's really cool. I want to be able to put it on my website so then people can find it immediately. Like, I know people that make gloves. I know people that make boots now. I know a couple suit makers. I know some 3D modelers. I know some other makers like me. Dudes like Stickosaurus. I want to make sure it's all right there in one place. So if anybody's like, hey, do you know who's good at doing this? I can just be like, boom, go to my website. It's all there. Also, I think it's a good way to help people find stuff. Glad to hear you're doing good, Gideon. Happy to see you, dude. You have no idea. You may find the mini spooler helpful and to pull the strips back. I'll keep that in mind. Still though, like we're getting we're getting to the end of the thing. It's getting harder for it to get to the bottom. It's gonna start pulling it weird. See if I can't salvage this. No, I think we're just too far down. Oh, ooh. Ah, yeah, we're saving it. We're saving it. It's just, I'll have to keep an eye out for that little bit of a thinner bit. Again, though, all things considered, like, man, this thing works. Nothing's more fun than something that just works. Whew. High five, kid. And then, if you guys are noticing in the chat, we also have Immortal Red Fox. If you guys don't know about Immortal Red Fox yet, it's a comic and it's a live-action tokusatsu film here in the United States. So if you haven't had a chance to check it out, go check it out! Because they have some voice acting legends as well. And, I don't know, if you like Bleach or Power Rangers, you might recognize the voice of a certain person in there too. So go check out Immortal Red Fox. It's cool. Dusty stamp of approval. Oh, Anakin is almost done. We're coming up on the 35-minute mark. We're at the 96. Oh, he is itty-bitty. He's almost like a Monopoly piece. He's kind of fun. Oh, that was it. That's all she wrote. This one's done. But look how much we've turned. This was a huge 1-liter bottle, and now it's just that. And even then, I can still find a way to recycle this, too. This is so damn nifty. So, like, if I'm thinking about it right and how much I pulled out, you could probably pull close to 25 to 30 feet worth of filament out of one 1-liter bottle like that. My God, y'all, that's so cool. This is neat. 3D printing is just like the niftiest thing. Like, there's so many people that were saying really early on, like, oh, it's just a bunch of printed junk. You're not gonna do anything real with it. And it's like, I'm looking at my conference table that I fixed by printing a bracket that I made myself, and now it's holding that table better together than the screws that initially came with it. And then look, another instance of practical 3D printing. We took 3D printing, was able to make a new machine that not just recycled the machine, but recycled materials so that we could continue using other machines. Like, this is genius. I'm gonna switch that off. I'll pull that off here in a little bit. It's just like, I've seen like industrial 3D printing, industrial 3D printing in the sense of like, I've seen machines that cost $500 million, or no, 5 million. That's exaggerating, like a lot. I've seen machines that cost like $500,000. You know, like 3 in my house. It's ridiculous. And I've seen printers that can print with lasers and with resin and with metal even and powder and all this other stuff. And I'm very firm in the idea that we've been injection molding things for such a long time. We've been working with so many different types of plastics and things that I think the future for how we do things is additive manufacturing. I think the future is 3D printing and finding new ways to do those kinds of 3D prints. Like, there are people right now that I follow who are sitting in space with a printer trying to get that thing to print. I've seen people who are sitting in a cabin on the top of a mountain dealing with altitude issues, having way different problems than everybody else, but here they are beating all those issues and essentially becoming like the modern version of the person that did the same thing with the oven way back when they found out, like, hey, the ovens don't cook the same in the high altitude. It's so new that anybody that judged it too early was being a fool. And it's still so new that if you jump into it now, you can have a crazy good career just because you know all about it. And that's kind of what worked out with me. Like, I used to work for a Fortune 500 company. Hasn't been a year. Can I talk about that yet? Glad I got you this unit. I'll be honest, I super miss it. It was a mix of all my parts from the entire project. Dan, I was just saying a few minutes ago, like, how I was really impressed with how well this was all done. Like, I love stuff that's like compliant and can be threaded together. Like, the way you constructed this was so damn smart, and like, I love how it looks. Like, let me find another ender and let me print out all the parts. I wouldn't have a problem getting this back to you if you miss it that much. Just let me know. Maybe let me borrow it for a year. I'll bring it back to you at the next work. How about that? I'll get my own printed at that point. I'll get it done in my own colors and everything. So then you can have your baby back. And you can put it in a museum. Put my name on it somewhere and be like, yeah, I touched it too. Man, you know, that's another thing I wanted to mention too. About 3D printing is, like, some people are thinking 3D printing is like nothing. It's like whatever. Like, dude, 3D printing is in the Smithsonian. Like, if something I could work on is in the Smithsonian, I would flip. I'm already like really stoked because the last job I worked at, one of the things I worked on got copper plated and put onto a fucking satellite. So something I worked on is in space. Like, what did I miss? Did sketch in the final form last week. It looks awesome. You're gonna have to send me that. I don't want to see it. Gets it to the next recreator. That sounds like a plan. That, you know what? That's what I'll do. Once I get another printer that I'm more than willing to, like, recreate into a recreator, I'll pass this along. This one along. That's what we should do. We should, like, Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants this shit. I'd be actually really down for that. That'd be a lot of fun. And even better, maybe make it to where, like, each maker that has it signs it or puts something extra on it so then they know who had it last. That'd be cool. I'd be totally down for that. That sounds like a fun idea. We should talk about that. All right. Is Megadong still here? Because your Anakin just finished. It actually finished a couple seconds ago, but I've just been rambling. It came out itty bitty. Came out pretty decent though. You can tell who it is. Pulling the supports off of them now. Alright, I'm gonna grab my deburring tool and get some of the stuff off of his robe at the bottom, and I'll show you what he looks like. Came out pretty decent for a little mini. Oh, the thing is right here. Oh yeah, if you're a 3D printing person and you don't have one of these deburring tools, highly recommend it. It's awesome. I spent like $9 on one. Has all these little hooks. It's a bunch of the bottom, still my first one. It's a great way to get rid of elephant foot if you ever have to deal with that. Great way to get rid of brims and supports. Too. Super useful. But a great tool. Highly recommend it. Alright. And there we go. We made little Anakin Skywalker. He's very itty bitty. He's tiny. For reference, here's my thumb. He's just ever so slightly taller than my thumb. I'll stand a little bit more in front of it so you guys have a better angle on all of it. Really? You guys are choosing the pink thing instead of the thing that's right in front of you? Alright, well, I'll add this in on your Kirby. Just remember to hit me up at Dustin at TheNextDecade.to so I can send this off to you. And don't worry if you're out of the United States, I can do international shipping, it's no problem. Oh, Katie went ahead and she painted up your Kerbo a little bit too, so now he's got some color on him. So yeah, just let us know where to send it and we'll send them along. Alright, I think we have... I got a little bit of time. I got like another hour to kill before I have to run back home and be responsible again. Minikin Skycrawler. I love it. Alright, so let's do like another half hour to an hour. Just hang out and chill, see what's up. Oh, whoa, yo, that's awesome. Check this out. I'm gonna unplug everything out of this real quick. I want y'all to see I had a moment. I saw this sticking out of the ground in my extension on my power strip. You see that little bit right there? That's a screw sticking out of the ground. It's stuck in there. Room of pliers. Get that out of there. Okay, cool. Yeah, that would have been fun. Oh, it's a 5mm hex bolt. Neat. Yeah, imagine if that was literally anything other than the ground port. That would have been a really fun fried dusty. That would have been actually dusty at that point. Possibly crusty as well. Ew, crusty dusty. Yeah, I don't like the sound of that. Thank God I don't have people to do fan art. He just said that. For all he knows, in 5 years from now, people are going to be like, oh, you think of 3D printing, dude? We should do that. Oh, him being crusty dusty. Maybe not this time. What layer height was that printed at? It's smooth. Yeah, that was done at 0.2, and we've actually been getting some pretty successful 0.06 layer heights on that. It takes forever for them to print, but they come out pretty damn clean. 1 second, I'll show you. This jaw piece I have right here, this was done in 1.1. Came out really damn clean. Kind of hard to get some of the details because it's such a bright white, but like very little ringing. Like this came out great. This took about 12 hours to print though. And I printed it the exact same way on my Ender 3 Pro with the Sonic pad on it, and I cranked the speeds. I was like, I don't care what you look like, just finish. And oh my god. The bottom is like one of the most rough things I've ever seen. The ringing on it is a nightmare. But I printed in 3 hours. The Sonic pad, I'm 50-50 on that thing, because it's really cool that we can take some older printers and make them feel like they're a modern printer, but it also like completely just pushes that thing beyond what it was ever intended to be. And it kind of blows my mind that that's the case, but if you have an Ender 3 and you want to do Clipper and make things fast, you can do that, but you're definitely going to be sacrificing quality. But it is nice to be able to tell my machines that, hey, remember what I baby stepped you to. This is like my favorite thing about it, is the fact that it remembers. Whew. I'm getting tired of standing. I might end up sitting down here for a minute. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to put some helmets up here on the table. I'm going to bring a chair up, lower the camera. We'll sit and chill for a little. Anybody else excited for Shin Ultraman? I know we talked about it earlier, but I'm still so hyped for that. I like Ano stuff a lot. But non-normal talk over here. I'm really proud of this one. This is the first thing we printed in here. With ridiculous like 0.6 layer heights. Like this is tall layers. Way too tall. Alright, I'm gonna pull some of these tools off. And bring the iPad down here. So I can see what y'all are saying. We can sit here and chat with you. And let's frame this up. Ooh-wee. Oh, man, sitting is nice, let me tell you. I've been standing this whole time. I still feel leery of going to a movie theater. I'll see it soon somehow. I've seen Shin Ultraman. It was good. I'm excited. I've heard nothing but good things about it myself. Not as bad as the word moist. Moist is. I have a really cool small 3D print of Galaxy's Edge area at Disney World at the keychain. I'd love to have time to do it 3D. If you actually still have the model of that and you want to send that along, I could print that up to 400 millimeters by 400 millimeters wide, and up to 500 millimeters tall. So if you want a really big like playset version of it, holler at me. It's a very Anno way of doing Ultraman. Yeah, Ultraman. I've read a lot of reviews and I've heard some things from friends that I know are very particular about the things they watch. And usually when they say like a tokusatsu is like really rough or like really damn good, I got a pretty decent vibe of what's going to go on. And like the only people I've seen anything negative come out of it are like the super, super, super ridiculously diehard fans that are like, I'm upset that this wasn't exactly like the 1966 episode that it was homaging. And like I can ignore those dudes, but like everything else I've heard sounded like I'm gonna love this movie. I'm so excited. And like Shin Godzilla is my favorite Godzilla movie. Arguably might be my top 3 favorite movies. Might be my favorite movie. I really do like it. I'm actually really nervous about Shin Kamen Rider because I know Anno is a huge fan of the manga. If you guys haven't read the manga, especially if you're in the States or another English-speaking country, go check your bookstores right now. Titan, I think is the name of the group. They're the ones that have been producing it. Or no, it's 7 Seas. 7 Seas is the one that produced it. They have the whole solid volume of all the Kamen Rider manga done by Shotori Ishinomori. Highly recommend reading that before going to go see Shin Kamen Rider. There's something that I heard from a friend of a friend that may be a friend that works on a set of a thing, of a scene that they may or may not have seen that screams directly back to that thing specifically from the Ishinomori manga. And if they actually go that route, I'm going to flip shit. I'm going to think it's so cool that he thought that was one of his favorite pieces that he wanted to homage that. But it's one of those things where, because I know about it, and I know how other people feel about it, I'm pretty sure some other people are going to be really irrationally upset. And I might be a little bit on that case too, but this is just because I really think Anno understands what an Ishinomori hero is, and I think Kamen Rider really refined what his idea of that kind of hero was. So I think Anno is really just gonna like go hard into exactly what that was, and I think he's gonna take a blend of the best of the original 13 episodes, the beginning with Nigo, and then what is the Kamen Rider manga. It's going to be a mash of those things. And I would also be willing to say that I almost think that the main character isn't going to be the Kamen Riders. I almost think it's the woman that's with them. She's very prominent in almost every piece of media that's been shown so far. For sure, definitely a main character, but I would be willing to say like she might be the main character of it. She might be like where we sit as the audience, as we're watching. She might be our sideline person. So, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens with Shin Kamen Rider. Sorry to say, I think it's proprietary of the Etsy shop, dude. Oh, the people that did the Galaxy Edge thing. If you want me to print their thing, you can always ask them if it's okay for me to do that. Because most of the stuff I do for my 3D printing services, it's at cost. And I don't keep any of the models that y'all send me. So, if you want to, you're always welcome to. If you don't want to, no worries. So, yeah, I'm stupid excited. I mean, obviously. Very obviously. I mean, I got 3 of these, and they're all different states of disarray. I really can't wait to show you all the other helmets I worked on. I worked on so many helmets this last year trying to like perfect my style, like trying to make it with large layer heights, tiny layer heights, combinations of what's it called, resin printing, different build techniques. Like we're almost at a point where I feel like if you throw almost any helmet at me, I can get it printed pretty darn clean. Not perfect, but pretty darn clean. And if you want me to print it fast, I can almost get most helmets done in a day. That Danmo Motaro, if you just had just the helmet parts of it, not like the visor and then the mohawk and all the other stuff, I bet you that was done in like 18 hours total. That was also across 2 machines. So you might have to find a Trek Strange New World communicator file. Huh. Well, we gotta push printables again real quick. If you guys go to printables.com and you look for my name, TheNextDecade, you can find me on there and you can go check my collections. I have been slowly but surely going through every different category of all the different stuff from printables and putting them into specific categories of things that I think people would search for. And if you like Star Trek, go check out my printables page and my collections, because I have like 3 different Star Trek based things, and I'm pretty sure that the original series communicator's in there, and I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be that hard to change that over to a Strange New Worlds communicator at all. Oh, hold on. I don't know if I showed this yet. But I know I showed you guys Spock. I've shown Spock like a million times, but there's my Spock. I'm really happy with how he looked. The Leonard Nimoy model is so damn good. This is done by Gambody. And then, I don't know who modeled this one. This is one I found at Printables, but we had fun painting Chris Pine. We were gonna drill a hole in the bottom of it and put it on the top of our tree, so we can be like, hey, ask me what country you got, ask me what country you got, ask me what country you got, Chris Pine. Oh yeah, and then these guys, I forgot to mention this. So this was a test piece. I jumped off of it because I've had too many other things going on, but we're about to start working on these again soon because I know April's right around the corner. Oh, that shirt was painted. Oh, you talking about Spock shirt? Yeah, Spock shirt. That is Protopasta Midnight. Highly recommended. It's gorgeous. Here, let me grab it real quick after I show you this. So this is a little flexible Mario, and somebody posted this up, and I want to get a couple of these made before April, because I think this would be a fun thing, especially to contact Alamo and be like, hey, do you guys want this for the premiere? I love the Alamo, by the way. If you guys ever go to an Alamo draft house or get an opportunity to, go. Try the Monster Burger. I highly recommend it. This is the filament right here. This is the Midnight filament. Well, let's focus up real quick. I'm going to try to grab a good strand of it real fast. So it starts off like a dark blue and then fades into a translucent light blue. And it has glitter bits, and it continues on like that through the whole thing. Easily one of my favorite filaments I found in 2022. I always want to say it's 2020 because I feel like 2020 never fucking ended. Oh my god. I never did, but it's like, God, I feel like nothing's going to be the same for a long time. Even then, I don't know if they'll roll out again. Oh, man. But yeah, that Midnight filament, that's really pretty stuff. Go check out Protopasta, because like, they're one of the few companies where I feel like the way that they photograph all their stuff is very close to what you're actually going to get. It's not one of those instances where you get like a picture of McDonald's hamburger and you get back some greasy pile of crap on a bun. It's one of those cases of what you see is what you get. And I like companies that can do that, especially with online stores. If they do another Ghostbusters event, I have my full Ghostbusters uniform tips. I'd love to go to Alamo in gear. Oh man, I hope so. Good news is that Alamo does do watch parties. I think Ghostbusters is one of their watch party events. So like, always keep an eye out for the watch parties. If you've never heard of an Alamo watch party before, essentially, you know when they have that thing where it's like, this is now a quiet zone. There's no talking, no texting, none of that. They have the same kind of intro, but it's like, this is now a party zone. You can talk, text, you can do all that stuff. You do whatever. And they encourage you to sing along, say words along with the everything, and they'll give you stuff. Most recently, my family, we all got together and we went to go see National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I know everybody has their family Christmas movie. That's ours. It's like definition dysfunctional family. It's so exaggerated, but it feels too real. That's why we love that movie so much. We went to go to the movie party version of that. It came with ties. It came with little American flags. It came with like some eggnog drinks, like some other snacks and stuff like that. And throughout the movie, people were like quoting it and like singing along to some of it. Like it was a fun time. It was a little bit more expensive than the regular tickets, but it's because you're leaving with a bunch of free goodies. So, yeah, go check out the Alamo watch parties. They're a lot of fun. Super cool. Whew. Man, I'm tired, y'all. We might be, I might cut it off here in about 15 minutes, I think. I think 9:30 is a good time to crush it. So since I got about 15 minutes, let's do a little bit of housekeeping, reminders, that kind of stuff. Before we get too far into it today, if you've been watching this whole time, thank you so much. It really means a lot to me that you decided to spend your Monday evening with me. We're going to try to do more streams more frequently. I still want to move everything over to the streaming channel. It's just that YouTube is really adverse to letting brand new channels do stuff, which I think is kind of a bummer considering I've had my channel for 10 years and I'm just trying to have a new one that can do the streaming thing so it doesn't feel all muddled up. Because that's one thing I don't like about YouTube right now, is it feels like all the content is just blended. And you can't find certain things, and some people are only known for shorts or for streaming or for their videos, and like, I want to do all those things, because I like making shorts. Shorts are fun. I like streaming because I get to hang out with y'all, and I like making actual video content because it makes me feel like I'm making some kind of special that I want to put out there and I want people to see, you know? Yeah, YouTube's a mess, but regardless, if you're here watching this stuff, thank you. Any of it. Seriously, it means a lot. As a thank you back to you guys, either before we hit 3,000 subs or before January 25th, if you go onto any of my videos and you leave a nice comment, it immediately enters you into a drawing to win this Kamen Rider Tamagotchi. If you guys don't know about this, it is a small keychain pet game where instead of it being like a pet, like a bunny or a dog or something, you get a Kamen Rider club member. And you gotta play games with that club member where you're either racing past rocks or you're pressing the button as hard as you can to either Rider Punch or Rider Kick the enemy. After a while, that kid will evolve into a Kamen Rider. And if you continue to play with your Kamen Rider in the game, eventually he'll do a cool pose for you, and you can go through all the riders from Ichigo through Kamen Rider Saber. I hear that these, if you do them a certain way, you might be able to also get Revice. So go check out one of these. And if you want one really bad and you don't want to shell out the money for it, all you gotta do is leave a nice comment on one of my videos before January 25th or before we hit 3,000 subs. I'll contact you either through YouTube or I'll try to get a hold of you directly, or we'll make a stream announcement telling you like, hey, you're the one that I picked. I need you to contact me. So yeah, one more time, before January 25th or before we hit 3,000 subs, all you gotta do is leave a nice comment on any of our videos, whether it's a stream, a short, one of my other content things. So yeah, this is a fun thing. I really like this. My only complaint about this item is that the batteries do die kind of quick. So if you have like Gaia memory batteries, the LR34s, most Tokusatsu toys use LR34s, 44s. Hold on, LR44. Yeah, so if you can get some LR44s, you can keep this guy running for a real long time. So all you gotta do, leave a comment. I appreciate you, Mega Nong. Thank you. You've been here since we started all 3 hours ago. Thank you. Like, you're one of my favorite people to see pop up in most of the content. Seriously, you've been super kind and it's like it's fans like you that keep watching my stuff that make me want to come back and do it no matter what the hell's going on. Even if I'm going through hell, I still want to put stuff out. So, thanks, y'all. All right, so now we got done talking about that. Let's talk about TheNextDecade.co. We have some deals going on over there right now. So if you have a friend that's interested in 3D printing and you want to help them get some materials for cheaper, we have 2 spools of Elegoo PLA, one white, one black. Both of them together sell for less than $20 a spool, and that's with shipping. That's a really darn good deal. You're getting 2 spools for less than $20 plus shipping. If you were buying each spool individually, it'd be $25 plus usually. This way, you're spending about $40 and still saving money. So consider checking that out. We also have a deal for 2 of our bottles of resin. You get 2 bottles of resin for $60. Kind of like the same thing with the PLA. You're getting each one for about $30 plus shipping online. This way, you're getting them for a little bit under $30 each. And we also have the big bundle of the Saturn 8K printer from Elegoo. It comes with 2 kilograms of gray resin, and that's on me. That's a gift from us. I'm actually taking a little bit of a loss on the resin when I give it to you like that. But I want to make sure that if you guys are getting a brand new printer, you're getting that printer with material so you can start right away. Nothing's worse than getting a Game Boy without a game or without the batteries, for God's sake. All right, what else do we need to talk about? Also on TheNextDecade.co and also over on our Etsy, we have some 3D models. If you're interested in supporting us and also interested in having some cool swag for the Shin Kamen Rider movie that's coming up, I have a 3D model of the Shin Kamen Rider belt. It's the first model I ever made and distributed. So if you're interested in grabbing that, go grab that over there. We also have models for Kamen Rider the First, Kamen Rider the Next. So if you want those belts, they're up there, and I know a lot of people have been wanting first and the next stuff. Well, there they are. And we also have Kamen Rider V3's Double Typhoon, and we are pretty damn sure that we are the only people that have any Kamen Rider models for Rider Man specifically. We have his all 3 of his cassette arms. We're working on getting the other 2 finished up here pretty soon, and then we also have his buckle. If you buy the cassette arm set, you get all those arms, all the future arms in an update, in a future update, and you also get the buckle for free. So, like, yeah, go check out those places. You can get my stuff. Also on the Etsy, we have some 3D printing goodies left over from Christmas. We're going to be discounting those, so if you try to run and grab one right now, wait till this Friday when they're on discount, because then they're going to be there up until the end of this month, and then once they're gone again until next year. So if you want to get a jump on some Christmas stuff and not have to think about family members later in the year, nothing's better than giving a Christmas decoration as a Christmas present. I had a lady that bought a Christmas tree from me, and she got it just in time for Christmas, and then she messaged me back on the 2nd, I think, and she was really upset because she's like, I didn't think it through, but I gave a Christmas decoration as a Christmas present. They won't see that for like another year. And I was like, why are you telling me this? It's really funny, but why? You do indeed have some good files for Trek Collected. I'm telling you. I'm really trying to do my best to make sure on printables that you can find stuff easier. Like, I haven't done it recently, but I always look for Tokusatsu stuff. I always look for Star Trek stuff. I'm going to start moving on to other movies and other things like that here pretty soon, too. But yeah, printables.com. Oh, that's another thing, too. Printables.com. If you guys go there, I have some free 3D models that you guys can pick up right now. Here, let me bring up my printables page so I can tell you guys what I have up there free right now. Okay, on printables right now, I have 11 3D models that I've produced. I have the badge from Sun Vulcan, the part that I have on their chest logo. I have the Jetman logo, which can also very easily be turned into their belt buckle. I have the Deca Ranger SPD badge. I have the Dire Ranger emblem, which is also the thing on their chest. I have the Shinkenger logo, the Shiba Clan logo that's on their chest as well. I have that. I have the Mega Ranger logo that's also going to be used as a buckle, and I'm about to blow your minds right now, but if you look really closely at the Mega Ranger logo, I know some people are like, oh, it's an M or something like that. No, it's an envelope, like an email. You can never unsee that now, you're welcome. I also have the logo for Kamen Rider Vice, a keychain of the Geats logo. So if you like Kamen Rider Geats' logo, there's a free keychain model up on my printables page. We also have the Shin Kamen Rider logo and the Tachibana Motors Kamen Rider 1971 logo. All of those are up for free on my printables page right now. If you guys think those are cool, like them, go ahead and share them, download them. If you like and share those things, or if you even just like and download, it benefits me too. And more stuff we get from printables, the better, because like if you get 10,000 points on printables, you can get a Prusa Mini, which that's nothing to shake a stick at. That's pretty darn cool. And if I got a printer because you guys all downloaded my stuff, I would straight up name that printer whatever you guys wanted me to, and we would make that the streaming printer, because technically you guys put all the work for it. I just made the models, which also benefits me. Printables is crazy. Essentially anything you do gets you points. And if you like downloading a bunch of stuff and you like printing things and you show off your prints to everybody, you can get points too. And those points can be used to redeem things, like not just a 3D printer, like that's the high end of points, but you can get PLA, a full spool of PLA, a full spool of PETG. You get t-shirts from Prusa, you can get hoodies. Like, this is really neat, all the different stuff you can get from printables.com. So like, if this is your first time hearing about it, go bookmark it now. Go check it out every day, because there's always something new over on Printables, and I love this website. It benefits you, it benefits the community, and it's the most friendly place to go to get free 3D modeling stuff, because not only are they giving you free modeling stuff, they're giving you an opportunity to earn stuff. And I think that's neat. Most companies would just be like, oh, cool, thanks for coming to our website. But no, Printables wants to reward you for printing. And I think that's neat. You also go check that out if you haven't already. Oh, goodness. Yeah, let's talk about Trek for a second. Star Trek Picard starts up on February 16th. Not sure how I feel about it just yet, because I went through all of TNG and then finally watched the Picard series, and decisions were made, weren't they? Outside of that, though, I got my fiance to finally check out the show outside of just the Star Trek movies, the 2009 reboot stuff, the Kelvin universe, and she's enjoying Strange New Worlds. I really enjoy Strange New Worlds too. I think Anson Mount's a damn good actor. He's one of my favorites. Crucial points: win a date with Joseph. Yeah, that should be like 1 million. No, 25K. So it's still slightly possible. Who knows? Maybe you can butter him up enough to drop a Mark 3S on here and just here you go. No, that would never happen. Let's see. I know a lot of people are giving Discovery flack. I like Discovery. I feel like it just has a problem of being placed in a weird point. It really should have been placed a little bit more into the future, I think. But the way it tried to insert itself without damaging everything else that's there, it didn't bother me as much. I like the uniforms a lot too. My God, all the uniforms. The old ones I like more than the new ones, but yeah. Seeing the future of Star Trek happening with Discovery, I'm excited to see what happens next with that. I do want to see more Strange New Worlds pretty bad. Lower Decks is fun. I like Lower Decks. Prodigy was pretty cool too. I waited on Prodigy. I want to wait until that show was near the completion, because I don't really like kid shows that much, but damn, the few moments that it was a kid show, I forgot that it was a kid show. So it didn't bother me as much. So if you haven't seen Prodigy yet, I highly recommend it, especially if you like Voyager. Especially if you like Voyager. Speaking of Voyager, Voyager's the older series that I'm showing my fiance right now, because we're on a drought. We're waiting for more Strange New Worlds. Doug Jones. Let's talk about Doug Jones. Doug Jones is probably one of my favorite performers on the face of Earth. I've never had a chance to meet him, and if I did, I might cry, and that's why I think I'm just gonna just being a person that appreciates him from a distance. If you've never seen Doug Jones in Hocus Pocus, that's like the first thing I ever saw him in. And then the next thing I remember seeing him in was being Abe Sapien from Hellboy. He's really good at playing fishy people. But regardless, Doug is not just like a suit actor to me, and he's not just an actor to me. He is the performance. And there aren't very many actors that you can point at that are a complete package of a performance. People like Doug Jones, I want to see more actors talented like him get more attention than not trying to throw crap at him, because I think he's a fantastic actor too, but like, for example, like RDJ, Robert Downey, like, you put him in the spotlight and everyone's like, all that shit, right? But it's like that same level of giddiness that people have for RDJ, I have tenfold for Doug Jones. I love that. Yeah, I think he's cool. There's another guy he works with, who worked on Discovery as well. His name's David. He plays Linus. He's the I can't remember the name of it. Saurian, I think is what they're called. The lizard dudes. He sneezed and had trouble with his teleporter, but I actually talked to him on Twitter months ago. He's a swell dude. He's a really nice guy. He was talking about how majority of it's prosthetic, but it's enhanced with CG, and how his performance is tweaked, and he's not quite at the part where he's like Doug Jones level, where he can get away with doing just his voice with it, like he does for like Saru and stuff. But David, I'm trying to remember his last name. You can go look him up though. He's another guy I would recommend checking out, because it's one thing to be a masked character. It's another one to be a masked character that's memorable. And like, I like Linus. I think Linus is memorable, even though he hasn't really had a moment to super shine yet. That's a character I want to see in Discovery that gets a moment. Trying to think. Yeah, I've been on a huge Trek kick, if you guys don't know. I've been just like chilling, like sitting back and just like watching Star Trek and working on things. So like I've been jumping all over the hell and gone. I'm rewatching DS9 now for the first time since it aired. And God, I forgot so much about that show. How damn good it was. Intrepid class is my ideal ship, honestly. I don't know, man. I've been really enjoying the Odyssey class because I've been playing. I've been enjoying watching other people flying around the Odyssey class because I've been playing Star Trek Online just to give it a go. And like, it's not bad. It's got problems. It definitely feels like a 12-year-old game. But I've been having fun making ships and character names. I'm not gonna tell them. I'm not gonna say anything because I don't want you guys to find me. That's why I play solo and annoy the people that want to join me on games. But yeah, if you guys haven't tried it and you're looking for a fun like time sink, Star Trek Online isn't the worst. Whew. All right, it's about 9:30. Time to call it, y'all. I'm gonna go pack up and head home. One more time before I roll out of here. If you've been sitting with me this whole time tonight, thank you so much. It means a lot to me. I'm gonna try to stream again, hopefully before the end of the week. Don't hold me to it. I'm really trying to do my best to at least have 2 streams a month, at least 2. If the streams stop on this channel for whatever reason, don't forget we have the Next Decade Live. Eventually, we should be allowed to stream over there. All of these videos are going to be going up as VOD before the end of the week over there. And we have some fun videos coming up. We have a video about recycling featuring the Reed creator and also Melton PLA. We have a video about the LED Neptune 3 Pro or Plus coming up very soon. And then we have the helmet video coming out not too long after that. So if you haven't already, like, subscribe, hit the bell. It's easy way to tell when I have something new coming up. And then, yeah. If you or someone you love are really interested in 3D printing, go check out TheNextDecade.co. Might be able to help you get some materials or a machine for a lot cheaper. And yeah, if you want to get something made, don't hesitate to contact me there on the order form or through Dustin@TheNextDecade.co by email. All right, y'all. Thanks for joining me on Monday. When I say it's Wednesday, I'm gonna go. Let's go. I gotta go to bed. Love y'all. Next time.